Drama siamo
Good morning, everyone. Just in the Zoom meeting now for Boomerang, We Are All Satoshi, fake arbitrage trading training. Yes, you heard it here first. A lot of people got their hands up. There was a lot of noise, but looks like I haven't seen Grace yet, but everyone's loading into the windows. So we're going to hear some more lies. Don't know who's doing the presentation, but you're with me live. I've got a few things to organise, but feel free to join me on stage if you like. And you hear the meambles start up and all the lies and all the dates of releasing that never happened. It's going to be quite an exciting meeting. It is the 10th of April. By now, everyone should have used up all their free gifted.
Good evening, good day, everybody. Just had a little bit of technical difficulties getting started. So we're going to put everybody in the room, in the waiting room, so we can get set up and we'll start right away. Thank you.
Well, there you go. So she's going to kick everyone out, I believe, and then put everyone back once she figures out who's an intruder and who's real and genuine. It's always a bit of fun, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to open up a few windows and just get myself organized here so you guys can join me on stage if you want. G'day, YouTuber. I love your name. I don't know why you come up as YouTuber, but nice to have you in the chat room. But everyone's going to be put in the waiting room. Normally, I thought when you got put in the waiting room, you got to sit there by yourself and didn't get to see anyone. So maybe you should just put in a few in the waiting room. Don't know. It's always exciting though, isn't it? Right, so I'm just working on a few other things in the background, so just excuse me while I focus on that. Oop, talking to myself there. All right, we get that. I'm talking to myself, as you've probably figured out. Right, so what do I need to do, Danny? Oh, chat room, that's right. Go to user channel. So YouTube user, I've just clicked on your profile. When I'm using StreamYard, it tells me that your username is YouTube user, but your username, you probably haven't picked one yet. I'm just looking at that, which is quite interesting. I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel anyway. But now what I want to do is make it so other people can join us. So let's go. Let's go. What have we got? Chat. Search emoji phone. In the waiting room. So now we'll just have to wait until she's decided to let us back in, if she ever does. Right, so what have we got here? We've got phone, we've got join, and ask. All right, so we are live. I'll give you some entertainment in a minute if we don't get back in there. I'm just going to put that there. So I'm just putting the link so people can join me. This thing here, I tell you, is the hardest thing to navigate. I also will set up a poll, start a poll in the YouTube chat. I'm streaming on 8 different platforms, and the question today will be, do you believe, and then I'll put, well, I've got a shortcut key to spell that, is doing is a scam or legitimate? Okay, what have we got here? So the poll is, do you believe We Are All Satoshi / Boomerang is a scam or legitimate? And I'll put yes. Wonder what technical difficulties she's having. I always wonder. She's probably trying to turn her computer on and get this on the internet. Maybe, who knows? Start a poll. There we go. So I've got a poll going. We'll give you some entertainment in a minute. I just need to get the chat room out so I can pop out the chat, so I can click on links if people drop them in there. All right. If you want to support the channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. That would be much appreciated. I'll give the link to that as well. And we're living the dream. Alrighty, so while we're waiting for them to come back, let's have a look around. So we were in the meeting just a minute ago. Hey KB, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here, nice to see you here. So we were in the meeting a second ago, but she's just put me in the waiting room. So it looks like we've got normal crew at the start there. I presume she'll be talking to her moderators that never kick anyone out of the Zoom meeting. Remember the lady yesterday was complaining that their new friend that they introduced to Boomerang got kicked from the Zoom meeting, and she said, no, we never ever do that. That was so funny. I can tell you now that they do it all day long because I'm always kicked out. Right, so let's have a look at and see what's happened in the window. So we've got Boomerang. So I've just gone to beta.boomerang.trade, and that's their website. And you can see they have actually changed the website. And if you go to take out the word beta and go to Boomerang, whoops, I just mucked up on that one, / you get the normal website that hasn't been finished. And notice along the top here, you think the company that claims to have sold 60,000 licenses, $30 million worth of licenses being sold, you think that they would go along and fix the links that go across the top of their website and actually make them go somewhere. But they don't. They never do. And this website is meant to be launched on the 1st of March, and then it was meant to be launched on the 5th of April. And now no one knows exactly when it's going to be launched. They just say they're going to keep feeding out. And yesterday, we actually had some interesting news. They actually said that instead of releasing it, that people can do full arbitrage trading all at the same time, they're going to do it a month at a time. So if you're in January, they'll release it to the January people, and so forth and so forth and so forth. It's just absolutely incredible. So they just keep stringing people along. As I said, this website's not finished, and there is some things. I think some of this area here has never been finished either. But anyway, so if you click on launch, you get this, and that's what you get. So then you can go to the official Telegram group if you want, which looks like this. I'll see if I can view it. I'm actually. Hello. What's happening now? Are we back in? Are we? Oh, we are. She's got friggin' music going. So I'm just going to disconnect my sound. I'll just get my sound so that we don't have to listen to her sound. Speaker. 1 minute, please, caller. All right, so we've got her back here. I'll just keep an eye on her. If she starts speaking, let me know in the chat room. I just don't want to have music playing. YouTube don't like it when you have music. But I will read the latest newsletter of what they're saying is happening, and let's see if we can glean some information from that.
Dear valued members of Boomerang community, we are excited to share with you the upcoming enhancements to our platform that will optimize your trading experience and pave the way for even greater opportunities. In order to facilitate these improvements, we will be transitioning our application into a maintenance phase for a period of 14 days. During this time, Our dedicated team will be working tirelessly to implement the following steps. Step 1. Deployment of smart contracts. A foremost priority is to deploy cutting-edge smart contracts designed to maximize profit by capitalizing on market opportunities. This intricate process is expected to take approximately 4 days as we meticulously ensure the seamless integration of these contracts into our platform. Step 2. Introduction of AI bot. To further empower our users, we will be introducing an AI bot capable of scanning and analyzing market opportunities in real time. This innovative feature will provide invaluable insights on profitable trading pairs, enriching your decision-making process. Step 3. Migration of whitelisted users. For our esteemed whitelisted users, rest assured that your data will be seamlessly migrated and integrated into our updated whitelisting contract. Your continued trust and support are integral to our success, and we are committed to ensuring a smooth transition for you. Step 4. Network integration. In line with our commitment to technological advancement, we will be integrating the Polygon network initially, followed by the integration of
This meeting is being recorded.
Arbitrum, Optimism.
We have
and
an
Avalanche in the
excellent
days to come.
presenter for you
These
today.
integrations will
There
enhance the
is,
scalability and efficiency
which
of our
is an
platform,
easy
enabling
presentation
faster
because
transactions and lower.
she's going to present to you from a point of wisdom and experience in this organization
I asked
and in this particular
339 people in the
project.
chat room.
So please get your pen
meeting.
and paper ready to take some notes and jot down some questions.
Chat room
She understands teamwork,
no one can
and
comment.
she
Don't want people
understands the
commenting.
media, and she understands this project, and she wants to share that information with you. Please help me to invite and applaud and celebrate as the lovely Chantel.
Oh my God.
Chantel?
Wow, thank you, Grace. That is great. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for making the time available. My name is Chantal Sturkerboom. I'm part of this project on behalf of the Financial Freedom Team, and I love sharing this opportunity with you. I would like to start giving you a little bit of a video, and then we will go into a verbal presentation.
So while she's doing the video, I'm going to mute the sound. Video, hopefully the sound's gone. And what I would like to do is just show you some interesting things. While she's playing the video, I will somehow keep an eye on that video somehow. That's just a video. So I've got about 3 minutes. So let's just go to StreamYard. Let me show you the main wallet. Now, if you're new and you're just tuned into my video for the first time, this is what we call the Boomerang. I'm going to actually get the name right. We call it the Boomerang Flash Loan Authority. And I'll give you this address, but this wallet is used to keep it all going. So you can literally go in here and see 27 minutes ago, someone did perform a trade, even though the system is down. If you go to the main portfolio area, you can see all the wallets. So they currently have $7,000 to trickle feed into the exchanges to make the flash loan monies and arbitrage trading work. But it's not arbitrage trading, remember that. And they do this so the transaction will go through. And you can see all the different wallets that they keep topped up. And when these wallets break or get low in funds, you'll see errors turning up. So we're going to have a look at one of those transactions, and this will probably be a test wallet that they're doing because their system and their platform is down. So it's unusual to even see one that was done 27 minutes ago. So we've clicked on one of those, and I'm going to talk you through this. These are all being calculated from their website. So I've just clicked on that, and there is $100 being traded. And if you look at line number 4, and it's less than line number 3, that means they've actually lost I've forgotten how much it was now. I'm going to add that up. 36 cents. And they've also got a fee of $1. And they also would have to pay out the number of 98 cents. And they've got 36 cents at the bottom for a gas fee. So if you go back to the original transaction, that all adds up to $1.39. You can do your own maths on that. Now, what these are doing, these transactions here are all done on the one block. And that is performing the arbitrage trade. But the arbitrage trade has actually lost money. There's no money here. None of these trades that we witnessed have ever made a profit. But to shut the user up, they pay them into their MetaMask wallet 98 cents. And that's where this is fake arbitrage trading. But this is why they're only releasing so much money to people, because they're using their money to actually pay back.
It started
they're
about
using
15
their money
years ago,
to
and
pay
it was a
back
brick. You might
the
have
profits
seen
that they think they're
our
getting. So if you've
banks
paid
are becoming more
$500 for
digital,
a
and our
license,
financial
you get
systems are getting more
$1,500
digital.
of your
And the next
$50,000
step
worth of
in that
flash loan money,
change
and
is
they
crypto
use that money to
technology
pay you back.
and
So out of
decentralized
$500,
finance solutions,
you will get $12 back. We
on
saw somebody do
crypto.
a trade
And
yesterday
why?
for $1,500
Because
arbitrage
it
trade,
makes
and they
it
got
all
$12.30
more
back.
transparent.
That is the
It
only
makes it
money you'll ever get back.
all
Then they
more
put you
easy for
into a
you to
holding
understand what is
in a
happening
waiting
with
tank where
your
they
earnings
promise you
and
they're going to
with your
release
money.
the full
And
$150,000
we want to be on the
worth
forefront
of
of that
arbitrage
journey.
trading that
And
you've
that
paid
is why I am
$500
so
for.
excited
And
to
if you bought a
share this
$10,000
with you and the
license,
amazing
then you would
outcomes that we have
theoretically
already
get
achieved here.
$3 million worth of
So
trading
we are
value
privileged.
there. So
We have
anyway,
an
let's go into the
incredible
show if you haven't seen
CEO,
it, and I'll try to
Chavez. He's
talk along the way. I'll
28
just turn
years
the
old,
mic off
but he
from
has
her now and
already
again. But
over
here they're
12
praising
years of
Chavez as the
experience
man that's created, but
in
it's actually Pavel,
delivering
and we've only seen him
crypto-based
once in Dubai.
projects and technology. And 2 years ago, he had a dream. He thought, what if I could help people to have a second chance to be the first? And what was he thinking about? He was thinking about the time that Satoshi, the inventor of blockchain and Bitcoin, brought his friends around him and said, I have an idea. I believe that we can bring the money back to the people.
So this is actually
And I have
all
a
a lie,
cryptography,
because
and I don't want to.
while she's praising up him, here's a video of Chavez Emor. Listen to what he says.
Greetings to Hyper community. Myself, Chavez Anwar, very excited to join HyperOne as Asia Pacific Head Operations. First of all, I would like to thank HyperOne management for showing trust in me.
So there, Chavez,
Bitcoin has such a value.
Chavez
He says, I'm
admitting
going
this
to
work
do
for HyperOne,
exactly the same here.
which was
But for a
at
second
least a scam.
generation of technology. Because remember, that first big brick
Just a puppet.
Nokia phone is not the same as this slick
He's not the creator.
iPhone or Samsung
Somebody
that you
works
have
for the
today.
Hypertech Group.
We are having the same needs here. Traditional mining of Bitcoin is needing big machines that are lasting only 3 years and that are costing a lot of energy.
Yep.
The transaction fees are
So
high
where are their
because the technology
servers
is going
if
slow.
they have any?
So together with
These
his
are questions you want
team,
to ask.
he created a major new development. And he brought it to us as a community. And he said, this is the only place where you can participate at the beginning of the journey, where you can become a miner and go into the development with me. And we said, as the early adopters, Chavez, we're with you.
This is all rubbish, and I
Because
can't
we
even
believe in your
stand listening
values.
to
We
it.
know that
So
you want to secure the liquidity,
Sam Lee
make sure that there is
currently
sustainability,
has
and you're doing it in a way that
been
with the
charged for
spirit that we are
serious
all
fraud in
Satoshi.
connection to
And
a
that is also
$1.9 billion scam,
the
which is
invite I
Hyperverse.
give to you
Now,
tonight.
Hyperverse, if you want to
Whatever
know,
you are
Hypertech,
hearing from me,
Hypercapital, Hyperfund,
pick out what
Hyperverse,
works for you
Hypernation,
and find
Hypercosmos,
your
Hyperplanet,
voice in
and
it if you want
Diversal
to
are all
participate in
operating
it.
out of the same building. Now, I've just been
So
chatting
what did
to
he do?
Garrett this morning. He used to
He
work with
created
Sam
the
Lee
first
and Stable
product, and
Deo.
that is the COD
They
20
started We Are All
miners.
Satoshi. Then they started
Miners
VidiLook,
that
and
are
then
not a
now
big
they've called it
machine,
Vend. Now, all
but
these
miners that are
platforms that I've
based on
just
an
rattled off are all
NFT. And you
operating out of
might
the
have heard of
same
an
building.
NFT. It's called
And
a
now
non-fungible token.
claiming that
And if you
Chavez
heard
has
of them,
walked
you
in
might have
and
heard
just
them
walked
more
in and
about like
taken
a
over
beautiful
We Are
picture.
All Satoshi
But
as a
what
load of
lots of
rubbish,
people
claiming
don't
that he
know
has
is that an
control of the
NFT
Vault
can also
Horizon.
be
No one's
a
talking about
utility
where the money
NFT.
is for the Vault
That means
Horizon.
it can do
So
something.
it's just
Utility,
puppets.
it
They're
can
all
do
working for
something.
Hypertech Group.
And
Now, I have
he and
actually
his team
got
created a utility
some
NFT
interesting
that is a
information on
Bitcoin
Hypertech
miner.
Group.
And with us, we're
And
calling it
I believe that
Bitcoin
now,
COD,
I won't even say what I
BTC,
believe,
CC.
but I just
That's
wanted to
the
show
coin
you
that is
something while she's rattling
mined
off.
on our
You're not going to learn
blockchain,
anything new
COD
there, kids.
20.
But I do want to show you this tab here. So this is my database on Hyperfund, Hyperverse, Hypernation, Hypercosmos, and this is the organizational chart that you can see. And in that chart, you will see names such as Blockchain Global. You'll also see Colin Star Capital. Now, the Colin Star Capital was Ryan Jew. and then you've got Blockchain Global is Sam Lee. Now, Ryan Jew I've been told, was going to buy Blockchain Global, the rest of Blockchain Global of Sam Lee. And then you can also see the Hyper Community, and you can see Hyper Tech Group. So I believe Hyper Tech Group is the one. Now, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find a couple of videos here. Now, one is Hyper Tech Group board meeting. This board meeting is the Hyper Tech Group having a board meeting in Hong Kong. And in that meeting, you'll see Sam Lee, Ryan Jew, and all the people involved in Hcash, and also other people. So I believe that's 20 people in a board meeting in an organization called Hypertech Group. I believe they are the organization running it. Then the next video here that I've got with my head is actually Sergey, and he's got a video there of Sam Lee claiming that he'll work with Sergey and go after Ryan Jew. Now that would be because Ryan Jew has actually been shafted. Sam Lee's been shafted by Ryan Jew. Now, he was going to buy what we call Blockchain Global from Sam Lee for 400 Bitcoin and $1.7 in cash. This was straight from the liquidators who have spent 1,500 hours researching all this. So there's a whole lot of trickery going on here, but do not think for a minute that one man is running the show. This is an organization,
here in the
I believe,
decentralized
still
crypto
Hypertech
world,
Group.
we are
Now we'll go back to
buying and selling
Chantal,
on
whatever she is, and we'll
decentralized
carry on listening. If you've got any
exchanges,
questions
and
or you'd
therefore
like to know
we're looking
anything, or you're
for
sitting here on the
assets that are
fence thinking, is
undervalued
this real
and
genuine,
overvalued
put your
on
message in the
another
comment section or ask
exchange,
me a question, or
and
even come on
trade with
stage,
it.
because every now and
The
again we
profit
get
gets
somebody in
into
here
our
who
wallet.
jumps in here and within 5 minutes they're saying, you don't know
But
what you're
trading
talking
is
about.
costing
Well, we
money.
do, because
And
we've got all the
and
blockchain
in order to be
to
able
talk
to
about
help
and all the
everybody be
transactions,
able
and
to
we can
have
see what they're
access to
doing with
trading
the money.
capacity,
And I'm going to
the
bring up some
team
other ones and
came
interrupt her
up
along the
with
way.
the
So the most
concept of
exciting part of this
integrating
meeting
a
is
concept
actually
called
when they
DeFi
ask
flash loan
questions. All the
into
rest
the
is just read
protocol.
off of script stuff.
And
And it's the
a
same
DeFi
people all
flash
the
loan
time.
is
So we're
basically
also
a
going to put it
loan
into gallery view.
that
and you
within
can have a
the
look.
transaction that is taking place. Let's say that the transaction is is about 30 seconds. Both the provision of the loan and the payback of the loan is taking place. So that for those that have been putting the liquidity in it, it is a safe way of lending out their money. And for us, it is a safe way of borrowing, because we know that we don't get debt because it's settled immediately. And the beauty is we don't have to call any bank officer or whatever. By taking a subscription of Boomerang, you have the right to flash loans, and I'll tell you more about that just now.
Chat disabled. Why would they disable the chat?
So
if this was not
what does it look like and how it work, this trading? And there's one other thing that is important about this. This is zero loss.
There is
AI.
no such thing as a zero loss. It's only
artificial intelligence that is being used is not just to find the right assets. It's also to make sure that at the end of the day, whatever you are trading, it isn't a loss, because then it simply cancels the transaction.
And you're not trading, you're getting lied to.
Suppose that you have found in the market opportunities, the opportunity to buy an asset against Ethereum. What you need to do is then first have a flash loan. And in this example, the flash loan, you want to buy an asset and it costs you 10 Ethereum.
Down for a second.
So
you're not going to learn anything. But what I'm going to do is
taking up
another screen here. Now, this is really interesting because there is actually $5,165 in this wallet address. And this is the wallet address where people purchase. So if you haven't kept up with current events, pals, the only way you can purchase a license at the moment is by going into We Are All Satoshi's website. Now, their weareallsatoshi.org website got removed. Their weareallsatoshi.ai website got removed. And now to access the website, you need to go to WAAS.network. Now this, if you check the domain name, it's only 2 months old. It's a brand new domain name. But that was them trying to get their website back online. And in here, you can log in and go in here and you can purchase your account along the way. So what you're looking at here is the main wallet address. Now, if they claim that Boomerang is a separate entity, why are they paying money into the WAS community's super wallet address to purchase licenses for? So in here, you'll see that people are paying $50 to buy a We Are All Satoshi membership so they can go and buy a a $500 license. So here's the $50, $50, $500. So you can see these figures going in here. Now, at one point, we was watching over $200,000 a day getting paid into the platform. It's slowed right down at the moment. So what could be happening at the moment, Jarvis and the team could be running away with all your money. So if you go to the outs part of the money, you'll see that they're actually moving money around like it's water. And 8,000, 8,000, 125,000, 872,000, 22,000, 8,000, 8,000, 16,000, 8,000. And then, so that's all the money that's left their platform and been transferred to a different wallet just in the last 24 hours. So what we're finding is that the money that lands in this wallet is getting transferred into other wallets. And you can see larger sums of money being grouped. So it's like the stacking blocks of gold into a safe. And all this money, 147,000, I think there's 147,000. Maybe not. Maybe I got that wrong. But I have got other wallet addresses where you can watch the money. Let's see if I can find one for you. Scan holding tank. So here's I've got one labeled a holding tank. That's what we call them. And in the holding tank, you'll see there's a low amount of money. But then if you go to money in, we've got, here we've got larger amount of money. So as you can see, I think that's 139,000. It's just, I'm finding it hard reading the money, but there's $5 million. Is that 5 million or 5,000? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm doing it on the fly. We've got all these addresses bookmarked, and we can see that the money is not going to the right places. And I think I can quickly find a transaction for $7.2 million where the money got listed off. So this is a typical wallet, 1 cent in this wallet address, but this wallet address here has got a transaction for $7.2 million, and you can see they fed in 2.5, 2.4, and $2.2 million came in, and then they lifted it all out. It went off to Binance, which means it's not a major airport, and anyone can have that money. So I'll see if I can find some other tidbits along the way. I'm going to actually have a look at the main wallet where the transaction's going, because you can see here either somebody has managed to do flash loans. Now, my suspicions is somebody's taken a whole copy of the website and they're running it on a local address, and they're still forcing the system to do arbitrage trading. So this is really interesting. So I'm going to click on one of those trades, and it looks like somebody's doing testing. So maybe it's a test wallet. But even though the platform is down, we can still see them testing things on the blockchain. So it's crazy. So I am assuming that this wallet address here would be an interesting one to keep an eye on, because it's somebody in management who's probably doing some tests. So just interested in that. Anyway, let's go back to the show. Don't want to bore you guys to death. So
either the BTCs
listen
that
to
you're
the
mining
propaganda that
or
they
the coins that you are trading. And that's what's really beautiful, that our products are self-generated as long as you put in the energy.
Put in the money.
The rest is automatic. Okay. Affiliate marketing.
Right. So the whole
It is
meeting
super
is
interesting
actually
to
about
look at
affiliate
this
marketing.
affiliate
They want you to recruit.
Because
now, we haven't found the
especially with
transactions.
Boomerang.
However, if you refer
Right now we're doing
for
all the
10,000
trading
license,
manually,
the person
but
that
there's
refers
going to
them
be a
gets
moment
$10,000
where they're trading bots. And can you
a
imagine
USDT
that the
paper.
trading bot
We
is
haven't
doing
found
the
those
work,
wallets where they're
and
actually
then there
paying
is a
people. But
repeat
even though the bridge is
purchase?
out
Can you imagine
and no one can
what
take money
affiliate
off
income is
We Are
doing
All
to you?
Satoshi's
It's
platform,
almost a
they're still
passive
paying the people
income
that are promoting.
once
And
you
that's
have
why you're going to
built
get
the
people in
team.
here going, oh, you don't know what you're
So,
talking about. You're full of shit.
how
Because they
are
are
you
getting the
having
commissions
the
and they're
right to
recruiting
earn
people.
income?
And at the moment,
For
if you
that,
sell
you need to
$50,000
enter
worth
into
of
the
sales,
binary
get a free
system,
flight
and you
all
have
paid
to
for
become a
to
premium
Dubai
subscriber.
to their next event.
You do that by, first of
So
all,
don't believe the person that's been your
the
best
person who
friend
has
trying to
invited you will
encourage you
give
to
you an
sign up. And
affiliate
don't
link,
believe the guy that says
and
that all
with
our
that you
video and all the
subscribe
evidence that
and
the
you
Avengers
pay
have
your first
found
subscription.
is rubbish.
And then
Do
you
your
do the
own
same. You
research. Go
invite
to
someone on
that
your left
wallet
and you
address
invite
that
someone on the
just
right.
put in
And
the
when
chat
you
room.
have these two
Check out the
positions,
transactions.
both
Ask them those questions. If you can't ask
subscribed
questions to these people,
and
why
qualified,
are they
it's not
not
just
answering
putting in
people's
a name,
questions?
but
Why
also
are
a
they
subscription bot,
gaslighting
then
people into
you
telling
are
everyone
a
these are
premium
true and genuine
subscriber.
opportunities?
You are allowed, if you need a little bit of time, to take those two positions for yourself and say, okay, I first try and
multi-level
test
marketing,
myself before I go into the
same
market.
as all the other shit.
And then, but once you start working with your people, teach your people to do the same. So what type of bonuses are there? The first is the producer kickback, the introducer. And that means 5% rewards of everybody who is directly linked to you as an where you have introduced them. They've used your affiliate link from the third page.
So the lady that is talking at the moment, this is her Facebook page. If you want to go there and add her as a friend and say good day, wish her the best, please do. I'll put that in the chat room. I'm going to add her as a friend, see what happens. And I'm also going to send her the link to the meeting so she knows that she's being, I'll be blocked in no time. She's just doing the presentation at the moment. Good stuff, Bob, for finding that. There she is. I'll keep that photo. So what do I do with this information? Is I have a database. So if I come here, I'm going to go to, I don't even think I've got her in my database at the moment. I don't know if you can hear them in the background, but you're not missing anything. But I'm just going to show you what I do. So I've got person of interest. And I'll just check to make sure I don't already have her. Do I have her? She's been busy promoting. I've got her name down here, but I haven't actually got a card. So I'm going to create a card on here. Duplicate this one. And I'll put her name in here. So if you have any information on her, I don't know where she's from, but I mean, if we do, you can tell. What a funny name. My name's funny, so I can't talk. Boom, she's got Boomerang in her name. You can tell I got that right. So what I'm going to do first of all is, so that's here. Go back to my persons of interest. I get it here. Icon. Whoops. So there she is. Now I'll go back and get her Facebook. She hasn't got many people on her Facebook, though, which is quite interesting. And I'll try finding as much information about her as I can. So any help would be much appreciated. Sometimes it's just as simple as, going through the internet and searching for these people and actually see what pops up. So here, it sounds like she's from South Africa. Whether she's, yep. Now I'll go here. I'll add in her LinkedIn profile. And then just going off her LinkedIn profile, she sounds like she's in South Africa. So I'll go back here, country, South Africa, and up here for people who want to know where they're from, South Africa. So we find out about her partner. 6 years, 2 months. She's a brain trust member. So what's that message? So what I do to create awareness is I'll come back to her LinkedIn account and I'm looking for activity. So I go show comments activity and her activity, she commented on this. And here she is here, so I hit reply and then I can't set up for today's meeting. Maybe is a scammer. Then what else? Again, a scammer. Yeah, so that will get the word out a little bit.
Binance to Ethereum and to the Bitcoin.
One of the things.
The Bitcoin rank has a check
Anyway,
match
if you have any
volume of
information
$20
on
million,
her, please let me know.
both
I'll
on your
go
right
back
and
to
your
her
left. And it gives
website,
you a
address
check
and
match
background.
bonus of
I'll look for her
$1,500
phone number.
cap and an Ascension Club reward of
And
$1 million
if we get her phone
in
number, I'll
Bitcoin.
give her a ring.
And this is why all
but if anyone wants to help me find
what
her phone
everybody
number,
is striving for.
that would be a laugh.
At this moment, the first person has already achieved Ethereum, and we're really, really, really proud of that because this is a relatively young company with this program. So
find her phone number.
it is realistic, it is doable, and with
And we'll give her a
Boomerang
ring in real time.
going
During the
full force
presentation,
forward,
phone ring.
we will see
Break
many, many
concentration.
Bitcoins. And therefore, you don't have to do this only once. You can actually repeat the cycle. And every time when you pass Bitcoin,
so I found her.
The rest of the ranks you can't have twice paid out, but you will get your payout of $1 million in Bitcoin. And I always say to everybody, make a screenshot of this so you know what is happening with your check match bonus and the levels that you need to achieve.
All the information
so
I need.
It's 360, 420, 480.
So that's
900,000, 1,200, 1,500 daily check match bonus cap. That is really, really powerful.
X, as they call it.
But that's not all.
I mean, Twitter.
The company really wants us to all work together. And it does that by also creating a company-wide pool structure. So you're not just dependent on your team, but you're also being supported by the
let's say we can find your phone
massive company income.
She's got a website somewhere.
There you have two ways of earning the right income. It's by selling the nodes, or it is by generating the income from Boomerang. The mega pool. Attain the mega pool by accomplishing a business volume of 1 million of Boomerang licenses, or by securing 3 node subscription on both your left and right sides. And you'll be eligible to receive a monthly share of 4% of the total company revenue. And if you're onto Mega, you can go to Gigapool. Attain the Gigapool by accomplishing a business volume of 5 million of Boomerang licenses, or by having a minimum of 2 members by having a minimum of 2 members who have achieved the mega node pool on both your left and right sides. And you'll be eligible to receive a monthly share of 7% of the total company revenue. So that is 3% more.
We might find a phone number.
In this pool, suppose that there are 10 people who are qualified for the mega pool, then the 4% is divided by 10 people. And if from those 10 people, there are 3 that have gone to the giga pool, then the extra 3% is divided by 3 people. And next month, this might be 20 and this might be 10. So the number of people that are sharing in the pool are growing, and the company revenue.
I'll show you something really interesting that you can do.
And finally, you can also go to the Terra pool. The Terra pool,
to the
attained by the Terra pool by accomplishing a business volume of 10 million of Boomerang licenses, or having at least 1 giga member on both your left and right side. And you'll be eligible to receive a monthly share of another 3%, which is 10% in total of the total company revenue. And not just that, you will also be granted a free node subscription. And a free node subscription is fantastic because that means that you are earning on a daily basis,
whether you're on the live or not,
BTCs. And that's really great when you're a miner. So this is a company with multiple income streams.
And you guys can
start simple.
Provide me information via my website on updating.
Enter yourself into the system and buy your first subscription. And then share that step with the next person on your left and on your right.
Getting that now.
There are terms and conditions.
Of course.
A flash loan will be granted exclusively to whitelisted wallets and will have a free 50 GT1X miner included. Yes. because we want everybody to go onto that
Okay,
journey. So with your Boomerang license, you will also not just be a trader, you will also step into the profession of miner. After the ICO, users who obtain a Boomerang license will be able to utilize their flash loan limit. All purchased Boomerang licenses will have a multiplier of 200x. Can you imagine 200 times the value that you're putting in? And then you can start trading. The flash loans limits will not be credited until after the ICO, which is after the mid of May. Introducer kickback and check match bonuses are credited to the account on a daily basis. Subscribers have the opportunity to receive Ascension Club rewards from multiple clubs. Ascension Club rewards will be credited once a month. All affiliate earnings are subject to a fixed 2% admin fee, but no withdrawal fees. The minimum deposit and withdrawal is $10. The pool income will be calculated based on the total company revenue for the period starting from the first day to the 30th day of each month. And the maximum earning amount for all income and bonuses is restricted, capped to 3 times the subscription amount. But the Bitcoin Ascension Club rank has no 3x capping. Thank you for listening to this presentation.
Oh, she's finished.
I have to, of course, you will all now want to see the system, since we have just gone from the beta phase to the MVP. The whole system is in a 4-day maintenance and getting all the subscriptions, their larger flash loans. So therefore we will have to do it with a video. Give me a moment and then I will
so I'm going to actually investigate the person that is trading when the system's down, because that will be a test account, which will be really interesting to monitor. So 56 minutes ago we had someone doing arbitrage trading. Now, that's interesting in itself. Now, if you're a tech head, you probably want to know who that is. So just chuck into that link there. So how can somebody do trading if the system is down? So this must be a test. We're not playing that music.
So this is a demonstration of the Boomerang zero loss trading DApp.
So let's have a look.
Boomerang is bringing together these 3 concepts: arbitrage trading, artificial intelligence, and zero collateral flash loans. Now, I'm sure everybody's heard of artificial intelligence. So it's just arbitrage trading and the flash loans that need explaining. So here's arbitrage flash loans. I'm not going to read this out. You can just simply pause the screen and read this for yourself, and this will explain what arbitrage trading is.
Joe doesn't know what
this is an explanation of a flash loan. And this is the explanation of the rules related to a flash loan service. So now, through Boomerang, the average everyday person can trade at the click of a button without needing years of experience in years of skills. Because of the artificial intelligence built into Boomerang, this is accessible to everybody.
Right.
So now I'm going to jump straight into a demonstration of the Boomerang platform.
It's saved.
So here's the Boomerang app or DApp within MetaMask. And you can see I've just simply accessed it through Explorer. And what I've done is I've opened up 2 tabs, one for the trading, one for the market opportunities, just like we do on the demonstrations on laptop. Before I do a trade, I just want to show you my MetaMask wallet. So you can see here, I've already done a withdrawal for today. So I've got nothing in DAI. I've got 94 cents in Link, 0 in Aave, $1.71 in USDC, 24 cents in wrapped Ethereum, $3 in USDT, nothing in wrapped Bitcoin, and only 1 cent in wrapped Matic. Doesn't matter about Matic. This is where I pay the gas fees from. So if you want to write down these numbers, because when I do a trade, I'm going to show this to you, and you can see the profits landing directly into your MetaMask. And of course, remember that MetaMask is 100% in your control. So let's go to the DApp.
Topping up
Now, I haven't got a great deal of flash loan allowance left.
It's all to do with that smart.
So let's just point out a couple of bits first. So you can see here my user stats. I had $62,000 in trading allowance, which I've used to demonstrate to people and to show everybody how good this is. You can see I've got 180 left, and you can see I've made profits of approximately 2,500 out through 368 trades.
Just before you get too excited here,
so now let's go to the market
bend them
opportunities.
down for a second. But this is me on ChatGPT, right? And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do something for me. Please write me a smart contract to simulate fake arbitrage trading. Okay, so simulate, I'll just get rid of the word fake. So this is what you can do. So here we go. And there you go. There's a smart contract written by ChatGPT to simulate arbitrage trading. So if you copy that and made it into a smart contract, then you could basically become Chavez. Just a bit of useless information there. But these things aren't difficult to do these days. Now, I'm not saying he's used ChatGPT to write the code, but we're also forgetting some very important things. And that is that Pavel is the person that's meant to have developed this arbitrage trading. But it seems like because Chavez is the person that runs We Are All Satoshi, because he's
now the AI is double checking. Oh, that's
now
a 5% trade.
He's taking the glory for creating this fake arbitrage trading platform. So it just gets more and more ridiculous. And the other thing I think's really important for you guys who may be new on the block,
at the top of the screen, we'll see if that executes. Sadly, it didn't go through.
We have got,
because in the middle of that transaction, it became a losing trade. And with Boomerang AI, it is impossible to execute a losing trade.
So what I'm going to
let's try and do a profitable one first, and then I'll show you
I'm going to read out all the claims that Chavez has made since they've been doing this, and it'll be just give me a second to get it going. But there's no point watching this arbitrage trading and them doing the same old thing. But you look at some of the people in the window looking at it, thinking this is real. There's no one showing them mechanics, and no one's coming on our Zooms to say that you don't have your information right. And you think they would address that first. But listen to the claims that Chavez has made since he's been the owner of We Are All Satoshi. None of them have actually eventuated that I know of. And if they have, please let me know.
Chavez deputy for Sam Lee in Hyper 1, scam. Chavez and Juan Chavez cannot be found online with no address.
Again, the AI is checking.
MLM promoters.
So 1% profit.
Without
so
warning.
Click on that.
Marketing budget. Chavez elected himself as successor to Sam Lee. Chavez elected board of trustees with no transparency. Promised proof of reserve audit. No evidence provided. Moved proof of reserve into cash a bank without explanation. Promised bank deposit. Failed to deliver.
And you can see
promised 3% dividend payable in any crypto, but only pays in BTCC. Bridge went down. Promised fix, but no action taken. Promised audit of bridge, but no evidence provided. Evidence of Chavez being CEO requires signing NDA. Promised BTCC to make everyone rich but never mentioned Baffle to Harvest. Full has no relation to Bitcoin, but Harvest cost exceeds its value. Miners cost $50. Sell on NFT market for $10.14. Boomerang Christmas present not free as claimed. Was allegedly pays kickback and check match bonus, but no transparency on Boomerang profits. Unclear if Chavez or Pavel benefit from Boomerang profits. Pavel, allegedly involved, never communicates with the community. Launch date March 1st, but no launch occurred. Delays blamed on basic issues like whitelisting and flash loan amounts. Code generates market operations. Trades show losses on blockchain. Sold 35,000 licenses at the February 2024 Boomerang launch event alleged and selling 5,000 per day. Flying people to Duday mid-April who sell 50K matching volume. 7,000 to 8,000 licenses sold each day and some days 10,000.
That's just some of the claims that
now not every trade is going to go through. Remember, in arbitrage,
it just doesn't work.
The trades come and go very quickly.
The whole system's rigged.
But because we're using AI,
if you just use,
we're able to execute many more trades in a day
$10,000 from you
than a manual arbitrage trader would be able to do.
In a beta test,
so even if only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% of my trades
worth
are successful,
fake
I'm still going to make great
questions
money
here. Why do they need $10,000 off you?
or great
Why
profits.
couldn't they just give
shall we say.
you, say, if you
Right,
pay
die in
$150, you could get $150,000 worth of flash loan money to do arbitrage trading with? Why do they need to hold your money for you until the release? Has anyone ever thought about that? Because after all, you're helping them with their beta testing.
Enter that in.
So, and also you can
USDC,
profit from that theoretically.
and then let's see
Going by
what
them,
profits
even
that's
though we
gonna
know
give.
that the money's been paid
1.8%,
separately into
click
your
confirm.
MetaMask wallet to fool you into thinking it's arbitrage. Why
And
do
then
they
let
need
the
to take such a
AI
large
do
amount of
all
money
the work
from you
that a
and then let you do
regular
a little bit of
trader
testing and
does,
receive a little bit of money?
buying the
So
assets,
if you
moving
paid
the assets,
$500
and then selling the
and you got
assets,
$1,500 worth of
and in the end,
flash loan money
I
to
make a
play
profit
with.
at
You
the
watched
click of
it
a button.
yesterday.
Click and
Somebody
earn
got
is the phrase that we've
$12.36
coined.
38
Click and
cents
earn.
from doing that one trade at one
Now,
moment.
let's do a trade that we can
Why
lose.
do they need to keep 400 and
Let's go with USDT.
$85 of your money
Let's
until
do
they launch? Because they were
$50.
never launch. They were meant to launch on the
And
1st
then let's
of
pick something
March.
here.
They were meant to
Let's
launch
go with
on the
wrapped
5th
Bitcoin.
of
Let's see
April.
what we can
It is
lose.
now in New Zealand 10th of April, and now they're telling you
So this would be
that
a
the whole system is down. It's going to be
0.07%
down
loss.
for 18
So
days.
watch the top of the screen here.
Okay, it will not
And
be
if I
back up.
confirm that,
It will have another
not a
excuse.
profitable trade,
They're now telling
transaction
people that
aborted.
what
It's
I reckon
simply
the strategy
impossible
is,
to
this is one
execute a
thing
losing
I believe
trade.
they
If I
could do,
confirm again,
and they will do.
it
The
simply won't do
possibility
it.
that ARE, who's providing
If I
the
refresh
flash
the
loan
screen,
provider, ARE are a
and I'll
DAO.
pick a
They
different
don't
pair,
care about the ethics
I'm
of people that use
determined
their
to
platform. Let's
execute a
just say
losing
ARE
trade.
did, and they lose their flash loan provider. They have already said that have in development flash loan. They're making.
Enough money for
We
that.
are
Let's
also
go
talking a flash loan
USDCE.
provider. They're asking people to use their leftover
Let's
money
go
in their
with
MetaMask wallet to loan it to people who want to do arbitrage trading.
$20.
In the meeting they had
And then
about
let's
a week
go
ago,
with ARE.
Jarvis
Oh, I
said
didn't think
that
I-
they
I
are
think I hit
already doing that. So let's see. They've got $1,500.
So again, that's a
So there
0.6%
was
loss.
in the room.
It simply
So what have we
will
got?
not
Flash loans
accept.
gifted.
With
I actually wrote
Boomerang
it down
AI,
here.
you can only
This will be.
execute profitable trades.
So what did it say?
And if
Boomerang.
it isn't
So
profitable,
this is the
the
words. Listen
trade
to this.
will
I'll
fail.
just
And that's why
read
those
this.
trades failed. Because there is a
Will become
built-in
its own
slippage
flash
of
loan
2.5%.
He's
So
going
if
to
it cannot
provider.
close the trade
He's
within that
already got
slippage limit,
investors,
you
but he
cannot
wants the
execute the
community
trade.
to be able
So
to
with Boomerang
participate in their
AI,
own liquidity
it's
pool.
zero loss
Claiming
trading
people
with
have money in their
guaranteed
MetaMask not doing
profits.
anything that could be in the liquidity pool instead. The development for the Flash Loan protocol has already started. Flash Loans protocol will be set up mid-April, launched, and ready for testing in the first week of May.
So here
Right,
you
so
have seen it.
they're going to come up
This is
with
how the
other
system
stalling
works.
tactics that
We
will never
have been with
eventuate,
over
and then that's what they're going to be
60,000
telling you guys.
people
So it's just stalling
working on
tactics,
trading
stalling
with
tactics,
it and
stalling
testing
tactics.
it. We are
So
now
get
going
used to
into
it
the
if you want to
next
get
phase.
involved in this. But you
And
tell me,
this
why
is
would
an
you give a
exciting
company like
time.
this
Grace, it's all
$10,000
back to
and
you.
they trickle back
Thank you so
you up
much
to
for everybody who
$500
gave
of
me
your
the
$10,000 money,
time
and then
of
you still
their
believe it's genuine
space. And
when
thank
they
you for
never
the team.
launch and they keep coming out
It's
with claims
yours,
to keep
Grace.
moving the goalposts.
It's excellent, excellent presentation. Thank you, Chantal. Always delivering as promised, a wonderful presentation and instructions
And remember,
and
we've never
information from the
found
heart
an arbitrage
and mind.
trade to make
Thank
a
you
profit.
so much.
Pain profit.
Now, folks, I do want to draw your attention to the fact that we have in the chat abundance of information.
The closed chat.
From several playlists is in there. Please, I'm going to go ahead
It's all
and
about
give
recruiting.
you a few minutes, as well as a schedule of the events.
So they're
Tomorrow
making
will
out the
be
chat room's a happy thing, but it's not.
here
It's a sad
for
thing.
an update from Chavez and announcements, as well as the Saturday support day on Saturday. Excuse me,
Chat
in the
disabled.
evening of Wednesday will be
400
a
people in
business
here,
development
and the
training.
chat's disabled.
And Saturday
You
support.
can't ask questions
and,
except Saturday, and then on Saturday they haven't got time.
And then masterclass training on Sunday. The playlists, for more information, you can go to Boomerang.
I mean, look at this couple here.
Official website.
What's going on with
this? You can
this
see
couple?
the official announcements.
They
You
look
click
like
on there.
the
It will
arbitrage
give you
traders.
an update as far as
God's
Boomerang.
sake.
And then you have a number of
This looks
playlists
like,
on how to do things. We
what's
really
the guy, Rod Stewart?
appreciate your time. I know that if you're new to this, you're anxious to get to the person who invited you and ask them, how to
What
go ahead
type
and
of
get
person
started.
is this?
That's also in the playlist.
Who are these people?
And you first want to thank them for the opportunity
they're
to
just about
introduce
falling
you to
asleep.
this. Next thing is that you want to ask
I look at people
how
like
you
this.
can bring somebody new.
And this is
when
Mum and
can
Dad
you
Investor.
do that? When is that next?
What the
and
hell?
I'll tell you, that is this evening at US prime time and or Thursday
This is
US
just a multi-level marketing scam.
or Friday.
Go ahead, Danny.
And US prime
the
time,
fact
both
that
days.
it's
We
a
look forward to
multi-level
seeing
scam.
you there.
If it
Thank you
was
so
actually a
much.
product, and
Nonike,
they
thank you for
have
being here.
technical service.
The recording has stopped.
Oh, here we go. So she's gonna. That's it, is it? So now they're playing music. So
To give you some time to
what
take
is
a look
she
at that
about to
chat
say? I just don't want
and
music.
copy that playlist. Please do. All that information in the chat.
Information in the chat. Oh my goodness. So let's have a view of the gallery view, and she'll probably close this meeting any second. You've got to think, why is this company here? Go with them. So they haven't got a product. They want to pretend they have a product. This is the thing. If they think they have a product, so they've come up with arbitrage trading, right? And they are basically saying to people, you have a product. We have a product. Now go sell packages. Because if you go back to Hyper Capital, Hyper Fund, Hyperverse, Hyper Nation, Hyper Cosmos, Hyper Planet, Diversal, right? I've just rattled off 7 names. They're all connected together. They move from one entity to the other. I'm surprised that We Are All Satoshi hasn't rebranded itself to Boomerang, but they haven't. They've created a product within We Are All Satoshi. Now, the person that's meant to have created this is Pavel. Now, Pavel was at their launch meeting, which I'll probably bring up once she cuts off. Let's see if I can bring up that. So I do have, I don't know what's doing here. I think she's giving people time to check out the chat room so that they can go and watch Joe's stupid videos. So the point is they are starving to have a product to sell, because this is just straight multi-level marketing. It's nothing else. They don't care whether the product works or not. I think she's cutting everyone off. Let's have a wee listen.
You'll have a great rest of your day.
So she is. And that's it. The meeting is over. All right. So if we went to, so it's disgusting. No questions. No one can ask any questions. No one wants to, the people want to know, why don't they figure out stuff. Now, if you haven't been to my YouTube channel, do check out the shorts. The shorts are on the tab. They're not shorts you wear. And in here, you can come down here and this is Pavel here. Now, this is meant to be the creator.
Polygon holder? Of course. How you are, this is decentralized. We cannot touch anything there. This is decentralized network. We'll receive the information that this.
I don't know if you notice anything here, but he's got very raised eyebrows. It's a lie. He's trying to lie, and he's trying to gaslight and keep talking to the guy. Can't ask any questions. And this is at the event they had in Dubai. I mean, these guys are lying through it too. We've tried to research Pavel as much as we can, and his accolades and the business accolades he's meant to have just don't add up. I don't think he's anyone. He's probably another Stephen Reese Lewis.
Wallet must be whitelisted. We need to pay for it, gas fee, and the network need to confirm. When it's confirmed, you are whitelisted. So, because later, when you connect with your DApp, you are recognized in the system that you are whitelisted. It's not that do it internally.
The limit that comes after whitelisting, it will come only after when you are whitelisted, right?
Yes.
He's a scumbag as well. And just so you know, guys, I mean, we really have been following this. I mean, I've been working with a newspaper from The Guardian. And The Guardian newspaper, Sarah Martin, she's written all these articles. She's researched all these articles, and she's asked me for help along the way. And we've had some, what we could say, hilarious things happen. This one is not hilarious, but this is Vera. Now, Vera is an Australian investor. She originally invested $40,000 into a trading platform. She lost that money. She had an expert trader help her buy diamonds, gold, and oil, and all those wonderful things. She lost $40,000 within 2 weeks. She complained to the trading company, and they basically gave her another $10,000. Within 2 days, she managed to make $100,000 on their trading platform. So then she went to withdraw it, obviously to recoup her money that she lost, and they said that she couldn't withdraw the money because they had given her the $10,000 to trade with in the first place. But they said if she deposited another $10,000 into their platform, they would go halves with the profits that she made for herself. I mean, have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? This lady here also invested $45,000 into Hyperverse. She managed to get $23,000 worth of her money back before they closed down. Then she didn't know how to get her money out. So then she met Carl Miller. Carl Miller advised her to move her money or buy more money in Diversal. So I think she bought about $15,000 worth of Diversal. And then Carl Miller suggested at one point that she should move her money over to Diversal. And basically, she gave up on it and realized that she'd been scammed, reached out to a crypto company that said they could get her money back. She had lost, in her calculations, $90,000 worth of crypto, and they had managed to recover $110,000 worth of crypto. This is where she reached out to me. I rang up the crypto company because they had a phone number, a UK phone number. The guy had an American accent, talked to him for about half an hour, did a video all about it live, and it was quite interesting. But he said that she had already paid $1,800. They recovered $110,000 worth of her money, and she needed now to pay another $1,800 to transfer the money that she could see in a fake wallet address platform to move it off the platform. And they would have just kept asking her for money. But eventually she decided to tell her story to the media, and I helped facilitate that. The first article here that she wrote was basically a summary of what you're listening to here. So then they talk about she had other articles, so this one here was really interesting. This is Stephen Reese Lewis. Now, this could be Pavel. He was meant to be the CEO of Hyperverse. And once she published this article, she actually, one of the Avengers, and it was Jack Gamble, he's a YouTuber, managed to find the real Stephen Reese Lewis, and he's living in Thailand. He's a sports announcer, and he said sorry to everyone for faking that he was a CEO of Hyperverse, and he was doing all these things. So anyway, so there's an article all about him. So how do we not know that? Because this is the same company. There's no denying it in my brain that the company that ran Hyperverse, we've watched money being transferred from Diversal into We Are All Satoshi wallet. Why would that happen if they're different entities? So here's a fake CEO who's been busted, found the real guy living in Thailand that was advising people on things that were happening. Same stuff every time. So what I'd recommend, if you are on the fence and you are not sure whether this is true and factual, then go to Sarah Martin's articles, read to your heart's content. I'll put the link in the chat room now, and I'll also make sure I put it in the code of the website. Sorry, not the code, in the description of the video that you're watching right now. Whoops, I think I've just stuffed up on that. Let's go of the website. Sorry, not the code, in the description of the video that you're watching right now. Whoops, I think I've just stuffed up on that. So in the description of the video that you're watching right now, I will put the link to Sarah Martin's articles in there. If you're sitting on the fence, you need to do your own due diligence. And I've also got a link there to my website where you can provide me information. And I'm just going to put Sarah, the Guardian. So I'll save that in a second. What else have we got here that we can help you with today, ladies and gentlemen? Sarah, you've got to start being, you can't say, I thought it was true and genuine at the bottom of the cliff. You've literally got to start doing your own research. And we are providing you tons of research. So there you go. There's the link to that. Now, on my YouTube channel, a bit jumpy today, aren't I? Don't know what's going on there. If you really care about your money and people that you may be referring this into, you need to start going through some of the videos that we've done in the past. We've got videos of Chavis telling us that he is working for Hyper One. If you go back when Sam Lee came out of hiding after stealing $58 million from Australian investors, he popped up in Dubai claiming that he was starting up a Ponzi scheme called Hyper One. Guess who was running that with him? Chavis. And we've got a video of Chavis Amwar telling us his name and his involvement. And he's also telling us that he's working for Hypertech Group. So if you come to, I'll show you, this is the card that I've just started doing on Chantel. So if I go into her card, and here I'm going to say what Ponzi schemes and scams is she associated with. So now I'm going to go to Stable Deo. And if I go back, I'll show you what we do with this. So I'm going to put Stable Deo. So on her profile, I'll be able to see that Chantel, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, is associated with We Are All Satoshi, VidiLook, and that's another one, MLM. So in here, this is actually, we've found now all grouped together, but Stable Deo. So if we go to, what's the other one that we talk about, Hyperverse, I don't know whether she was, what am I trying to say, Danny? I don't know whether she was connected to Hyperverse. But remember before I showed you this this graph, and this graph, I'll make it a bit bigger for you, is basically the organizational chart of Hypertech Group. Now you can't deny the structure of this graph. This graph is nearly 3 years old. Colin Star Capital, that's Ryan Jew. Blockchain Global, that is Sam Lee. Hypertech Group is the people that I showed you in the video that are having a meeting in Hong Kong. They moved from Australia and they went to Hong Kong. They're having a board meeting. I managed to get a video of it. I broadcast it just 3 or 4 days ago. And then you've got H-Cash Foundation, which was, they had big launches in Malaysia and all over the place. And that was meant to be the money tree. Now, I believe those 4 entities are all grouped into one, and they're Hypertech Group. And if you look at the strategic partnership layer, we've got Hyper Community. Hyper Community was the people all behind Hyperverse. And then you've got things like Hyper Fund, application layers, Hyper Fund. This is how they're funding these schemes. They could have been using, now there's another guy that I've been going after for a long time, and his business, well, his project is called Hyper One, and it's basically a gaming app. And this is by I've forgotten his name now. Andre. Now Andre's rung me up drunk a few times, begging me to take my videos off because I'm killing his dream. Now he's producing a what do you call it? He's producing an app where people can basically gamble, and he's been doing it since 2013. But this app never eventuates. I mean, we're talking 11 years, but the multi-level marketing part behind this has eventuated. And if you did any searches on Super One, so if I went, who is Super One scam, and you're searching that on Google, you'll see the very number one listing that comes up is my website. And this here talks about, and also behind MLM. Now, what's disgusting about this is that, is Super.1 a scam or legitimate? And this is exactly the same as, hello, I'm Danny de Hek. Thanks for pressing. All right, so this is exactly the same as Hyperverse. So let me explain why. Sorry, it's the same as We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang. So this guy on the left, he basically invested, lost money, the normal saga. And I don't know if I've got it in this video, but we've got the multi-level marketers who are promoting this Ponzi scheme scam that never eventuates. It's not really going to work. Let's go into my YouTube channel. That may work. And if we search for, it's relevant to what we're looking at. So if I go Super.1, hopefully we'll be able to search and find all the Super One videos. Yeah, we can. So what do we got? Yeah, I think we can do it on this one here. I'll bring that up. But you'll see that the multi-level marketers are selling packages, making money in real time. And I managed to confront one of them.
They will give.
Here it is. So listen to this. I'll just go back a little bit. So this guy here, didn't realize that I was obviously YouTubing him at the time, but he is showing me the back end of Super One and how he's selling packages and getting commissions straight away. The product that these guys are selling is that they're going to release. What have we got? Super One. So the product that these guys are selling is they're going to release an app that's going to storm the world, and it's going to be a game changer. And you can buy NFTs. And the NFTs are all of these famous celebrities that look like they're endorsing what they're doing. And they do have an app, and you can actually go there and play, but it freezes and it breaks. And I'm always going on back to, I'm always giving the founder a hard time. He's threatened to come over to New Zealand and deal with me if I don't remove my videos. I found where he lives and everything, but it's quite horrific, the level. So it's Andre Christensen's. So let me just show you this. But what my point is, and it's very important not to miss my point, they don't need to actually launch because the money is with the multi-level marketers. The guy in the video right now is showing me how he's selling these packages and how he's making money right now. And when I told him that we were broadcasting it live, he's going to go to jail. He just about wet his pants. Quite funny. But you can see here, he's selling platinum packages, gold packages.
Every day.
And in here, you can see
You will get
the money that he's sold and made so far. And he's trying to encourage me to invest. But then I told him that you are actually making money from this platform and withdrawing money right now, today, and putting it in your back pocket, even though the promise of... But he couldn't get the money, and he didn't pay with crypto. But anyway, long story short, he couldn't get his money back out. I don't know, do you offer refunds by any chance?
No, if you buy any package, you can't refund. If you will not buy, you can return this money.
So if I bought a $12,000 package,
here is no $12,000 package. Here is only 10, 100, 500, 1,000,
yep,
10,000, 50,000.
All right. So if I bought a $50,000 package and then the app wasn't released, what happens then? No.
You have if you buy a $50,000, you will get just a minute.
Thanks, mate. Got to do your due diligence.
You will get 7 lakh tokens.
Okay.
7 lakh tokens. So yeah, if your per tokens price is just a minute.
So he says I'm going to get some tokens if I pay $50,000. If the platform falls over, what happens? And $50,000. You think you would know it after this guy's like sold $130,000 worth of packages. So this is a very old video because I've done a lot of this. This is the 24th of November 2022. Look at me showing off my hard drive. That's pretty interesting.
Your per token price would be 7 cents.
All right, but what happens? So if what happens?
You can check. Yes, you are buying every token 7 cents, but after this package 3 or 4 months it will be released. Okay,
is there any guarantee?
Yes, it will be listed 3 exchanges. They are talking 3 exchanges. Maximum gaming platform.
It's me showing them. Right.
Maximum gaming platforms tokens price high. XC Infinity. But now same one platform XC Infinity.
Right.
Their token price now $16.
So you've been in
per
it.
token price.
You've introduced 100 people to it. Is that what you said earlier on?
Sorry,
How many people have you introduced to the platform?
I have this platform in Bangladesh. 100 people.
Right. And yeah, so you introduced 100 people in Bangladesh, but they haven't opened the app up yet. Are you worried that they might not get the app going? Like, how are they promoting the app?
Yes, because there is no audit, because this our top our upline, 5 upline, they are working in London.
Because
United.
I watched an early presentation about 6 weeks ago, and they were telling us that they have an alliance with Princess Cruises and BMW and a couple of other names I can't remember the name of. So I couldn't find any reference anywhere for Princess Cruises or BMW being associated with Super One. And funny enough, there was a marketing company called Fantasy. And Fantasy... Sorry?
Did you see last, I have sent one link, last meeting held 20...
Anyway, I won't bore you to death with that. But ironically, when I busted that scam, or I was asking that guy all about it, I had the owner of the scam ring me up, and I don't know if we'll get him, but listen to him. He's as drunk as a skunk. Marketing techniques to push with me have said that this never eventuates. He just keeps putting the delays back further. Listen to this. See if I've got it right. Are you there?
Hi, Danny. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What are you up to?
I'm doing very good, Danny. I'm trying to. I'm releasing a game next month, and I want to.
Yeah. Are you sure about that? Because you've been claiming to do that for a wee while now.
I'm not only releasing the game. I've been working very hard for a long time, doing things with not only the game but the whole concept.
Right.
And I feel like, okay, I made some major partnerships in the world, and I feel like you're trying just to ditch me all the time.
Mate, you've got a history that's worse than Donald Trump, mate.
Pardon?
You've got a history that's worse than Donald Trump.
Well, I'm not gonna go into any quarrel. I'm just gonna say to you, I'm reaching out the hand to say, okay, can we discuss these things? Because you're approaching me, and I'm approaching you, and I feel like it's really bad because I'm into this. I have global partnerships with
Oh, no, you
major
don't, mate.
people.
No, mate, I'm not even going to let you go down that track. You've conned quite a few people, and they're all disgruntled, right? So you can't stand here and tell me that you're going to smooth your way into my life and tell me a bunch of porkies, because you're obviously a professional at doing it. So I'll give you an opportunity. If you want to come on a podcast with me and tell me what you're about to tell me face to face, and I can ask you a few questions.
The thing is, I think one thing you're doing very wrong, to be honest.
Oh, here we go.
One thing you're doing very wrong.
Yeah.
You are without any regard listening to people. And
I'm not listening to people. I'm listening to your sale. I was on a Zoom meeting with one of your sales guys, and he was showing me how he's taking money out of the platform already. And I thought we were collecting money so that people could
no, Danny, listen. You're listening to people like Alper, and he's gone bankrupt. He has been cheating banks in Norway for a long time. So you have crooks that comes to you.
So this is like me talking to Chavez. This is Andre Christensen, the CEO of the company. He's been going since 2013. He's registered as a casino, then been struck off the casino's board. this guy had been promising to release the app for 11 years now. It's rebranded a few times, but in the meantime, the multi-level marketers are still promoting it. And it was only last month. I've now found that he's in Dubai, and there's people still selling the packages for when this app gets released. So my point is that this Zoom meeting that you just watched, this arbitrage trading bot that you think you're paying to get into, will never get released. These guys, that's just what they do. But they're starving to get a product so that they can sell packages of multi-level marketing. They're all exactly the same. There's no difference to these guys. So you've got the multi-level marketer in the window. Now I've got the owner in the window. In this video, I said to him, "Are you drunk?" No, no, no. So this went on for about 2 or 3 hours. And eventually one of his staff members come on, and they were having work drinks, and it was a Friday night. And they decided to ring up Danny in New Zealand and tell him that he's ruining their project. And then I said to the guy, he's as drunk as a skunk. Yeah, he's had a few to drink. But in the same video, he's telling me he hadn't had a drink of alcohol all the time. So if you are on my YouTube channel and you're a little bit perplexed and you don't know whether you should invest in these platforms, unfortunately, what I'm finding is a lot of people are just keep investing in one platform and then they invest in another platform. And it's heartbreaking to watch. But if you go through my YouTube video, you will see the traits of all these Ponzi schemes and scams are the same. Look at the history. Sam Lee claiming that he was a billionaire. Kate Longley from Australia, one of the Anzac crypto whalers, told me that there was a $260 million marketing budget. And when people signed up, the money that people were getting the commissions was coming out of that marketing budget. And I asked her where that marketing budget come from. And she told me Sam was a billionaire and he's invested in it. Nowhere in the structure of We Are All Satoshi would Sam Lee have ever got his money back. So one Sunday morning, I got taunted by Chavez, and I started receiving texts from all around the world offering me a minor or whatever they're offering at the time. So I went into their Zoom meeting. They let me speak. The first thing I said to Chavez was, where did the $260 million come from that you claim is in the advertising budget? And he said it come from the 68% of the money that goes into the advertising budget when people purchase their WOS licenses. If that was the case, there would have been $114 million in the Vault Horizon. And at the time, there was only $4.2 million, and that equated to 159 Bitcoin, which was they're telling people they were buying. So then Sam Lee got brutally drunk, started doing cocaine, apparently going by Garrett Blakely. He said that Sam does cocaine and drugs and all this. And this is the guy that's meant to be a billionaire running the world and everything. And all of a sudden, Chavez comes and takes over everything. All the money in the Vault Horizon, which was only $4.2 million, gets transferred into another Vault Horizon. It was empty for a month. And here I am in Zoom meetings posting messages saying, where's all the money in the Vault Horizon? And then they come up with this elaborate story that they've decided it's good for the community and they've moved all the money into Casher Bank. So then by moving all the money into Casher Bank, they were claiming that people would get paid 3% per month because Casher Bank was going to pay out 36% per year. So who is Casher Bank? We will investigate. We find out it's an Indian bank. And then we think, oh, Chavez is Indian. Yeah, it must be associated with him. So then I found a video that was 8-9 months prior. And here's Sam Lee on a stage at a Casher Bank seminar doing a pitch about blockchain and his involvement in his database. So it's all in the same bucket of soup. But if you are sitting here and you're on the fence and you're thinking, oh, Danny doesn't know what he's talking about, remember, it's me who spends 7 or 8 hours a week researching these guys. And I've got video after video. I mean, I even had somebody try to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for $3.8 million last year, claiming I was defamed them. Did I back down? No, I didn't. I suited up with the best lawyers in New Zealand, went after them, spent $36,000, and we won. An hour and a half before the High Court judge opened the file, they filed a discontinuance. These scammers after scammers, they all have the same traits. We've got I've got a people at the moment, which I will find and I will send a message. But I've got a lady at the moment to tell me that she's not a scammer because when she searches for her name, she comes up and she doesn't like it. So I'm going to see if I can get her. Where are we? What's her name? There she is. So she may come in here. So come and chat to me now. I'll just send her a message. She might pop into the window. Hey, come chat with me now. Okay, so this lady claims she's not a scammer, but when she searches for her name, she comes up. And then we've got a friend of hers who's meant to be also coming up when he searches for his name, and they're associated with Jane Gregory, and that's what just reminded me. So I thought I'd put that out there, and I'll see if I can get him in here as well, if I can find his name. Is that Lux Nails? Is that him? No, it's a tent provider. Anyone want to buy a tent? Let me know. I know a guy that wants to sell one. There it is with my time. Is that him? Hello. Yes, this is a guy. Okay, so yeah, so I've invited these people. So as you can see here, there's videos on the right here of Jane Gregory. And the Jane Gregory is another scammer. But I've got people reaching out to me to tell me that they are associated with him, but they're not scammers and they want me to remove their name. So they said that I've done several videos saying that they're scammers, and I don't even know who these people are. So now I'm saying, can you give me the timestamps of where you see I'm calling you a scammer, and can you please give me some background? And they go, yeah, but now they're coming up with all these excuses and they're threatening legal stuff if I don't do stuff. But I'm just looking through my videos. I mean, remember, if this is all connected to one, and I believe it honestly is, I reckon Hypertech Group's behind it. They employed Mr. Satoshi. Now, We Are All Satoshi had Mr. Satoshi giving advice on how to set up Bitcoin code. Why would Mr. Satoshi, who's meant to be anonymous, come into a Zoom meeting with a whole lot of people trying to get rich quick and give them advice? Remember Mr. H? Mr. H, I did a video series on Mr. H. For a whole day, I got 40 videos, and I was proving that Mr. H was actually 3 or 4 people. He was a different size, skinny, fat, had different mannerisms. And anyway, so the same organization uses a Mr. H. They even had a Mrs. H. She never took off, so they never really got traction. And then you've got Stephen Rees Lewis, the fake CEO. So who's Chavis? And Sam Lee. I'm not saying Sam Lee's innocent, but he's a puppet, and so is Chavis. If you really think that Chavis has started up We Are All Satoshi, then go do the research. Find out who started We Are All Satoshi. When Sam came out of hiding, he started up Hyper One. Chavis was leading the charge of Hyper One. Chavis claimed when he came into We Are All Satoshi that he was the new boy on the block. He was a tech provider, started his own tech company when he was 17. He had to get friends to help him sign up for his own corporation. He said that everybody in the world uses AI that his company developed, but because he signed an NDA with his own company, with the people he sold it to, he's not allowed to tell you who it is. He also claimed that he provided tech services to Marvel Studios. He also claimed he didn't like being in front of the camera. But then here's a video, it pops up on my YouTube channel 8 months prior, him announcing his name, Chavis Anwar, as the working for Hypertech Group 8 months prior. So that's on my shorts on my YouTube channel. But you need to follow the history of these companies. They're all in the same. Hey, the other one is Hex. I'm not allowed to call that a scam because people are still invested and they've still got their money and they still hope it's going to be true and genuine. But they got, I think they got one of their coins shut down on one of the exchanges the other day. So things are happening there, perhaps. There's a movie out about how wonderful he is. In the meantime, he's made millions and millions of dollars and drives around in Ferraris and Lamborghinis and he's fully decked out in the flash Louis Vuitton gear and all that sort of carry on. What else have we been researching? Well, there's Kalpesh Patel, there's Keith Williams, all those guys. What's happened to them? Kalpesh Patel now lives in Dubai. I'm not sure if he's still doing his nuts and bolts training. He took off and he started promoting GS Partners. GS Partners, theoretically, I got told by my ISP, they paid $40,000 in a Norwegian court to get a page removed of my website. They succeeded. I said, you could have paid me the $40,000. I would have just deleted the page. But it was because of a video. So since then, GS Partners have fallen over. Kalpesh Patel was promoting that for about 2 weeks. One of the guys from GS Partners reached out to me and said he wants to help me fight these scams and help me expose other scammers, because we're not a scam. I mean, where does it stop? Then Kalpesh Patel went off and promoted Wee Global. What's happened to Wee Global? It's fallen over. They rebranded themselves to the blockchain era. What happened? Now they're called, I think, Zero. And they come to Christchurch, my hometown. We got a film crew. We got them in the paper, the whole 9 yards. So Kalpesh Patel, you think he left Hyperverse. Well, we've found out that Wee Global had their back end of their website done from the same company that is We Are All Satoshi. So out of the same offices. Now, Sam Lee claims that he is the tech provider. There seems to be a tech company in Dubai. They claim to have 400 or 500 people in it. I've been told by Garrett, who was working in those offices for 5 months, that Sam Lee owns 25% of that company. Peter and Max own the other 25%. The third person is a silent man. No one knows who he is. It could be Hypertech. Who knows? But these companies are developing all this software, and you guys are being played. You guys have been played by the promises that they preach. This is a religious cult, and you're part of it, and you don't know how to get out of it. There's people out there that are trying to help people get out of MLMs. 60% of the people I talk to haven't just invested in one MLM. I was invested in Hyperverse, and then I invested in VidiLook, and then I invested in Vend, and then I invested in We Are All Satoshi, and then I invested in VAV, and then I invested in MMM. And you're going, what the hell's MMM, Danny? Make more money. I mean, are you kidding me, people? Do you really believe that there's such a thing out there where you give your money away and it turns into millions of dollars because someone bigger than we can't even comprehend is going to come along and get these platforms in front of the right people, and they're all going to purchase, and you're going to be pushed up that pyramid and you're going to be rich? Or are you just a hamster on one of those wheels and going around and around and following all this soup? You tell me. I want to know. Hey, I'm really passionate about what I'm doing, and I really appreciate the support. So if you're looking at my videos, do like, share, and obviously comment is really, really good. Just the other day, OneCoin was meant to have somebody else arrested, maybe their CEO or somebody anyway. Stephen Kondos is one of the videos that you might be able to see on the screen there. He's an Australian guy. He's promoted 9 different Ponzi schemes. I'm going to open that because it's actually quite breathtaking. But that was 2.5 years ago, right? It's taken 2.5 years for them to catch up with these big guys. And the big guys are falling. Bitcoin and Rodney.
But nothing to stop these scammers coming into new.
All right, so I'm just going to go into the all right, so this is quite, amazing. This is one guy in Australia. I've been told that he hasn't paid any tax for the last 3 years from a very reliable source. I have dobbed him into the ATO. Nothing's happened. And it's kind of heartbreaking in a way, but I just want to give you a background of Stephen Kondos as an example, right? So I'm not going to do the sound, but I'm just going to talk through, and I've got these timestamps here. But this guy is a serial MLM promoter. Now, he started his career back in 2014, and he started it promoting one called Healthy Coffee. Then, I don't know if you guys remember Organo Coffee, but he was involved in that, and so was Brenda Chungo, and interesting enough. And then he was involved in OneCoin. This guy was the person that brought OneCoin into Australia and New Zealand. Now that's the one that I just come to mind when I was hearing about it. They have actually come to New Zealand and Australia, and obviously that was a $4 billion scam. So this guy promoted that. Then he started promoting One Life. And that was the next scam he started promoting. Then he started promoting Avalon, which is the next scam. This is 2017. And then the Success Factory, which I hear is making a comeback, I've heard. And then another one called TRX Crypto. And then he started promoting Hyperverse. Actually, I don't believe he did actually promote Hyperverse, but his business partner, which was Tony Seymour or something like that, he was promoting it, but they're all in the same soup. So I've never actually found any evidence of him actually promoting Hyperfund or Hyperverse. I don't know. And then he started promoting Wee Global. And then he started being involved with Goran Henstorm, which is the guy that used to be in all the Hyperverse things. And he's promoting. They all jump from one ship to the other. They get involved in Cash FX, Novotel, and they're all, you know. So this guy here, this one guy here, this guy that you're looking at is a serial scammer. And I have tried my best to stop him. I've given all this evidence to the ATO in Australia, and they do nothing with it. We've managed to get a mention in the Senate meetings the other day, talking about blockchain global and how all these scams are connected. But no one actually reaches out to me and actually says, hey, Danny, let's provide me the information. But if you really are caring and you really want to do, just reading Susie's message, top of, what have we got? Guarantee. We'll just have a look. What have we got? We've got a few people in the chat room here. I'll just go through them while we're talking. I'm not very good at reading them, so you'll have to read them. It's the old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And that's one of the three things that I always say to people. It involves crypto, and it involves multi-level marketing, and it sounds too good to be true. Those three things together, it's a scam in my books every day, all day long. We're still asking the question, where's the money for the Vault Horizon? No one's answering that. No one's even addressing the fact. Somebody's gone and bought 159 bars of gold, Bitcoin, and no one's asking where the money is. And they are promising that they were going to provide a certificate from CaixaBank proving that they've got an investment. They've never shown that. Why would they make such a claim and never do so? It's just ridiculous. Boomerang is the top of the pops. It is at the moment. A lot of people say to me, why do you always do videos on Boomerang? Well, that is the frontline charge of people scamming people out of their money. Guarantee you Chavez baby isn't such a baby, probably closer to an older millennium. Yeah, who says? He says he's 29 years of age. Was it 28? I forget. I think it's 28. He's done a lot for a 28-year-old. And that was when I was saying that he was started his own corporation at the age of 17 and needed to get people to help him fill out the paperwork because he was too young to start his own corporation. And that was all in the last 10 years. He's done more things in the last 10 years than I've done in my 54 years of life. It's absolutely ridiculous. Top of the pops, tell us what you know. So we do rely on the people from the community providing us information. So you can go to my website. It's not rocket science. You just go to dehek.com and you'll get a website. And on that website, you can actually provide me information via my contact us page. And along the top, you'll see all my social media, and also you'll see my WhatsApp. Now, I literally get inundated with people sending me messages, and people like Sergey is in here messaging me again today, but he's how long are you? Would it be great if we can talk private first? So I can't do that on a live. Yeah, I can't. Look, I'm live. So this guy, I'm live, and you can watch me first and pop in at any time. You don't need to speak. And you and it's how it works. I'm trying to explain to people who are trying to take Ryan Jern's family to court that you've got to get up to speed with the technology. This guy wants to have a private meeting with me first before he pops into a live meeting and says g'day. And they're worried about, I don't know what they're worried about, but they're wanting me to run around in circles, provided them all the information I can, give them access to my database so they can do their own research, and then pop in at their leisure. And I'm meant to drop everything I do in life and just be there and be all things to all people and help bust Ponzi schemes and scams and never get a cent out of it. I mean, you guys might think I make my money from my YouTube channel, and I don't. Right now, my YouTube channel is bringing me in estimated $177 a month. That's what it used to bring in, $500. That's because I was getting a lot of donations. I don't get donations at the moment because I'm not on here enough. Even at the peak of my YouTube career, I get paid about $500-600 a month. I spend 70 or 80 hours a week doing this. I don't get paid for this. People like this who have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not sure if Sergey has, but I'm fighting other people's battles. And these people are still investing in platforms, but they want me to go fight their battles for them. And I'm saying, look, if you want my help, just pop in here and we have a chat, because people watching can actually provide useful information. Anyway, that's my rant. So what else we got? I can't read your name there, mate. I'm sorry, I'm just not good at reading. Is it paranormal? Oh, it is paranormal. Okay, better than Boomerang. There will be all the pyramids will fall. No one left, and sweet dreams. How do you know that's Eunice, Rob? I'm just curious. Anyway, I'm just going through looking at some of the videos, memory lanes. This one here was actually quite an interesting one. This guy here tried to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for 3.8 million. But what he also did is he actually claimed that I had gone over to America, a gated area, and so this guy claimed that I'd gone over to America, got a sledgehammer, and bashed in his mother's front door. That's what this guy claimed. And he put a recording out about it, and then tried to put a video together to claim that I'm a criminal. Listen to this, just some of this. I'm really at a loss for words at this point. I've been stalked, harassed, blackmailed by Sultan Qassam and Danny de Hek for an extended period of time. I live under constant threats against my life, against my family's life, my little girls. I am absolutely and totally at a point where I have got to take drastic action. What happened in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, really showed me that I have got to take, I've got to get out there and I've got to take the strongest legal action and go straight to and utilize the justice system. Essentially what happened was, like recently, was that they went and found one of the houses that I was putting on the market through post. It's a house that I bought last year for my mother. My mother ended up not needing it. She lives in the area that the small town that it's in. So she moved to Texas with us, and we didn't need it, so put it on the market. They found the post, and they started sharing it throughout their posse, their group, their gang. And 2 days later, a town that has no crime, has no burglaries, or I mean, it's probably the quietest town closest to Mayberry you could have. Somebody came up and they sledgehammered the front door. So this guy is making a public announcement telling people that my gang, my posse, had gone to his mother's house and sledgehammered the front door. This same guy was putting out hundreds of articles about me on the internet about can I be trusted. This guy here is the owner of a company called Luna One. Even though he claimed not to be the owner, it was a DAO, we found the paperwork showing that he was the owner. He had defrauded 1,100 people out of their money. Now, what he did a pre-sale. Now, you've got to be careful here, because We Are All Satoshi is about to launch a token. And it's probably the best idea they've actually come up with, to be honest, because people invest in tokens. I've invested in a token, and I watch it go up and down every day, and it's quite exciting. These people here claimed they did a 3-month marketing campaign with what we call the Runway Guys, which has since rebranded their YouTube channel and removed all the videos that they did to promote the fact that he was launching a token called Luna One. Their claim was, on market day, because of their dealings, and we'd got photos of them all together in, I think, South Africa or somewhere, that they were going to launch this token at 25 cents each. But if you participated in the pre-sale, and this is what We Are All Satoshi will probably do as well, you could buy these tokens in the pre-sale for 15 cents each. And then on market day, because of your loyalty, they're going to launch these tokens at 25 cents each. So it's a no-brainer. So 11,000 people, going by my records and their records and what they said, have invested in the pre-sale. What happened on launch day? Well, a day before, after doing a campaign for 3 months, a day before, does this sound familiar? They got advice that it would cripple the token if they launched it at 25 cents each. So they got told to launch the token at 5 cents each, which meant that everyone that participated in the pre-sale had lost 80% of their money just overnight, Within the next 24 hours, the token was now worth 1 cent. And today it's worth 0.0000222 something. So these guys know how to get your money. So then I had 42 people come to me telling me they lost money. 42 people, over $1 million worth of money had been lost just by those 42 people. Remember, there's 1,100 people that participated. This guy then went on a campaign to go after me, put out propaganda like this. We had an amazing court case, I can tell you now. But I was vindicated, and I'm going to just give you an idea of the extent that my lawyers and I went to prove that this guy was a scammer. So this is my database, and this is what I have to do to protect myself from sticking my neck out for you guys. And that's why people like Rob, who's listening right now, often won't put a claim out there unless they can fully back it up, because they're scared that these guys. So this file here, Stephen McCullough, is the guy that went after me. These are the court documents and our information to prove that this guy wasn't true and genuine and wasn't deserving of me not defaming him. If we go into the service documents, these are the documents used in court. These are videos of him running fake competitions.
Man, that was a really great meeting, Steve. That was a good meeting.
So in that one video, he was showing
$1 million? Yes. Man, what if we do this? We do 2 supercars, 2 Cybertrucks, and $2 million.
So here they were, they're going to give away 2 cybercars, 2 super trucks, $2 million worth of crypto, and $1 million worth of real gold in a competition. And that never eventuated. And here's the guy.
Mr. Stephen McCullough, Mr. Raymond Richardson, and Mr. Stephanus Armanus Dumini.
So this guy had set up his own fake country called the United Allied States. And this is him being sworn in as the president of the United Allied States. Then they had a website, and the website had all these people in it. We went through and found all the people. 3 of those people never knew they were even on the website. And these other people were meant to be family members. And the whole lot was staged. But this was him claiming that he was at a gold mine.
Hey guys, we are waiting on the truck. That's the biggest issue right now. We're waiting on a truck.
Now, the actual truth of the matter is Daddy is a miner, and he was walking around running scams. This was... But not only that, I mean, this is just the court documents that we had to go through. We went through, we had a lawyer write to every government organisation in New Zealand telling people I was a scammer, I was a terrorist, I was a threat to the country, I was lying about my taxes and everything, because I got legal aid. So we spent $36,000 defending ourselves, and then they changed their mind at the last minute. It was just absolutely incredible. But not only that, we went to town on the guy. We researched him. We found all the fake competitions. We found the announcement competition. I have extensive research. Now, there's other people who have lost $200,000 or $300,000 coming to me asking if they can have access to this information. And that's what we're doing here, kids. We're not just doing shit and giggle videos. We're gathering information for when I've already been in meetings with the top government organizations in America, showing them videos of these criminals and them doing their activities, so that we can get these guys locked up in prison. If you have a video sitting on your hard drive that you think incriminates anyone, give it to me. Rodney is locked up in jail right now. Brenda Chunga, which is Bitcoin Beauty. Remember, she hired the cruise ship? She has admitted guilt. She's about to be charged for her involvement. Sam Lee's been charged for serious fraud in connection to a $1.9 billion scam. I believe it's $4 billion plus, because they claim they have 1.5 million people involved, 400 active people involved. And if you do the maths, the minimum of $300, and you times 2 million by $300, you will see it's in the billions. These are recordings that we have of that guy you just watched.
We in no way lost.
This is the last recording of the guy claiming that he didn't lose a legal battle. He's also claiming he's going to do other things to me. These guys did a denial server attack against my website for about 4 months. I literally now have to pay $100 US a month for software to stop them from taking down my website. I don't get anything from doing this other than a bit of vindication. I was brought up in a religious cult. I've had 2 people in my immediate family die by suicide. 3 months ago, my mother went to hospital because she was trying to self-harm herself after getting drunk. She is a staunch Jehovah's Witness. The religion that I was brought up has basically ruined my family life. Right now, my brother is literally on the way to the courtroom to do a lawsuit against somebody else in the family because of the way they are being treated by other family members, all because of the religion, the Jehovah's Witnesses. So when I saw people like Keith Williams and, preaching like they have some right to tell people a bunch of lies and take people's money. And I'm getting phone calls from people who are suicidal, having suicidal thoughts because I've lost their whole life savings because someone said they could get 3 times their return on the investment if they hand over all their life savings. It got my back up. So if you think I'm doing this for money, you're wrong. I'm doing it because I see injustice happening in the world. And I do believe that myself and the Avengers can actually make a difference. So if you go through my videos and let's say you like long form content, I got a lot of criticism when I started doing long form content. If you go to CoffeeZilla website, he's done 79 videos the year before last. Last year, he did 21 videos. He researches his videos. I'm not CoffeeZilla. I would like to be CoffeeZilla. Even CoffeeZilla has provided help. He gave me his phone number. We talked on the phone for half an hour when I was getting sued by this guy. We have an awesome community out there. But I do long form content. This video has been going for 1 hour, 51 minutes. It's 5 minutes to 8 in the morning. I'm going to work today. I need to leave in at least 45 minutes to go to work to get there on time. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning and I broadcast the meeting. I'm glad daylight saving in New Zealand's happened because now I can get up early and I can get back at doing my meetings without it costing me my world of costing me too much money and time. But do go through these videos. I mean, I'm chatting to a guy right now, Sergey, right? This video here is Sergey. This was a year ago. He's still fighting the battle trying to get Sam Lee, but he's struggling with technology and he wants to talk to me privately beforehand. He wants me to be up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, ready to talk to him when he's ready. I don't have time and energy to do it, mate. If you want to, anybody that wants to, I've literally got a message back from him now. And he's telling me, what has he got? Here we go. Listen to this.
Hey, Danny, I need the one. There was one when Kalpesh is talking, it's like maybe 2 hours, and then with all this bullshit presentation. That's very important because it's a proof, it's a written proof that, they promise the return. It's very important. This is how we get them. It's not only what he says, but it's like visual, it's written, like you put your money and we give you 300 return, and all this bullshit scheme was like presented in pictures with images. There was one video. That's what I need. Look for this, please, and send it to me.
So there you go. There's somebody who wants me to spend 2 hours of my life researching, providing him evidence. He won't even come in here and chat to me live and tell me what he's looking for. He doesn't want to be part of the community. He wants to do it all behind the scenes. I've got better things to do with my time. G'day, mate. How you doing? Danny here. Look, it just takes so much of my time to do this. If you go through my YouTube channel, I have all those videos online. I've done voiceovers on all the videos. There's more than enough evidence, but I can't spend all my life researching this stuff and giving it to you. I do have it. You need to come on a meeting and just have a yarn with me. Tell me where you're at. I don't know what entity you're going to go after or how you're going to find Ryan Drew's contact details and the like. But hey, start working with me, mate. But I can't segregate, an hour or 2 hours of my day for writing and digging out information that I have to give it to you. I basically need you to tell me what you're looking for, and I can show you where to find it. Now, I have 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. They've all got thumbnails and descriptions. Do a search and you'll find the ones you're looking for, I'm sure. But it's time consuming. I don't get paid for this. And I've got the information. But to save my time, You need to start working with me rather than telling me your schedule and I have to fit around your schedule. How's that? All right. Have a great day, mate. So, yeah, I don't know, but it's just frustrating sometimes. But as you can see, I mean, here's Sergey wanting me to dig out a video that was done a year and a half ago, provide a backup, have it on a hard drive somewhere, ready for him, and pass it to him so that he can go after Ryan Jew. And how is he going to go after Ryan Jew? Where is Ryan Jew? No one knows where he is. So in my eyes, I'd rather work with government organizations who are literally trying to find these guys. I mean, yesterday I talked to a government organization, the biggest in the world, sent them information telling them, I think I know where the money's going. I think I've followed the money. I think I know, I can prove that some company in the UK is going to be handling the money that's coming out of these platforms. And what do I get back? Nothing. I just get crickets. And it's so frustrating. But anyway, one day somebody watching my videos may reach out to me, hopefully Netflix. That's what I'm banking on, guys. I want Netflix to tell me, I want to hear your story. I want to show them how much information people like Rob, myself have on these Ponzi schemes and scams. And I want them to do a Netflix documentary on the amount of scams that are happening and simple things that bigger organizations who are involved in this could do. Can you think of who I'm talking about? Zoom. Why can't Zoom police their platform? If Zoom policed their platform, it's taken us 5-6 days to report Grace's YouTube Zoom link, and it hasn't been banned. I used to have a hotline. Within 12 hours, I could get their meetings removed. That's when you go to a Zoom meeting and you get the error message 1001. That means the Avengers and Danny have been successful at shutting down a meeting. It takes me a good 5 minutes to report a meeting to Zoom. Zoom have banned all my accounts through clever people like Bob, showing us how I can broadcast a Zoom meeting without even being in the Zoom meeting. Why can't Zoom police their own platforms? What the hell? What about YouTube? Now, the reason I don't want music playing when I'm watching somebody's video is because if I play a music clip for about 5 or 6, 8 seconds, it will flag. I did a 7.5-hour stream the other day. If you watched it and you can see adverts coming up, I do get a little bit of money from that. And I mean a little bit. I'm talking about $1 or $2. My best video ever made me $400. And that was a 2-hour and 7-minute video, how to withdraw your money from Hyperverse Video. And I had Mark Gardner on it. And that made me $400. Quite amazing. So there is a bit of money in there. But the 7.5-hour video that I did the other day, the whole video is demonetized. I mean, I don't get a cent from it because there was 15 seconds worth of music when I played a short of somebody else and they decided to have music in the background. Now that video, music in the background, was actually given to the person who created the short on YouTube. So the video I was playing on YouTube, they would have had the rights to use it on the YouTube short. But when I rebroadcasted the video, it came up as new music and we're going to ban Danny's whole video from monetization, which is a bit, I'm not worried about that, but what I'm saying, how can YouTube ban monetization on a video just by paying 15 seconds worth of music? Why do they allow these scams to broadcast from Zoom onto their platform when they've got words like multi-level marketing, investment, gold, Shiba rank, whatever, all the rank systems, all their videos with AI today, they'll be able to see the word boomerang. You just need to go to the state of California and read the PDF about how We Are All Satoshi is running a Ponzi scheme and a scam. I mean, it's not even that complicated. Like, how can I, as a webmaster, I'm just going to bring it up, have, where are we? So at my fingertips right now, I just need to bring, so here is the PDF from the state of California, a cease and desist order published, I think this was published around about January, about We Are All Satoshi, Sam Lee's involvement. And this is a decease and refrain order from the state of California. Now, this is the same state that YouTube's in. Now, are you telling me that YouTube don't have clever technology out there to be pinged when someone is broadcasting a Ponzi scheme or a scam with "We Are All Satoshi" in it? Hey, it may mean that my channel could disappear. But are you saying that these guys can police music, but they can't police Ponzi schemes and scams? I mean, so it's just, so I'm just reading Rob's comment there because I'm on a bit of a rant today. Imagine if these victims out the same efforts into due diligence before they lost their money. Imagine if these victims out the same, I can't quite get that one right. I think you've corrected yourself. I have no information. I know nothing about anything. Of course you don't. But this is the problem. I mean, if you look at what's happened to me in the last 12 months, I mean, somebody's managed to make me spend $36,000 defending myself against an accusation. Now, I got legal aid, and that meant that the judge come out and said, look, we believe that you were a victim. We believe that you should be awarded the cost that this guy incurred, making you defend yourself after trying to sue you for $3.8 million. However, your $800 an hour lawyers who were working for legal aid at $200 an hour, we believe they spent too many hours defending themselves. They didn't quite get it right. So we're going to award you $27,500 worth of your legal fees. And the other $8,000, we're going to make you pay it $15 a week. Now, I don't care about that really because I ain't got no money at the moment, but I'm literally paying $15 a week. Now, they sent me a letter basically saying that legal aid isn't a free service. You have to pay it back. So but it's capped, would you believe, at $5,000. But when it came back and they said, well, you've been awarded $27,000, that means that they now have the job to go and get that $27,000 from the scammer based in America. So they trot off and go and find that money, and there's a deficit of $8,500. So they come back to Danny and they say, well, you need to pay that $8,500. And I said, well, I wouldn't have got legal aid unless I had the money to pay for my own legal expenses. And I said, no, I don't agree because you said it was capped at $5,000. So they said, okay, well, let's just cap it at $5,000, but you still need to pay $15 a week to pay the rest off. Then they come back to me and said, do you have the address of the guy that tried to sue you so we can send them a bill for $27,500? Can you believe that? So people can take people through the High Court of New Zealand, and the court system doesn't bother to say, well, hey, mister, you're taking a New Zealander through our court system claiming he's defamed you and you want $3.8 million from him, but we don't know your home address. We don't know where you live. Their lawyers did. Their New Zealand lawyers that he hired did know that stuff, but because of confidentiality, he didn't have to disclose it, nor did they. I mean, the system is corrupt as hell. And it doesn't work there for people. So obviously Rob's in here and he's going, I have no information. I know nothing about that. I mean, I understand that. But I am sticking my neck out. For what reason? I don't really know myself sometimes. My upbringing, my religious upbringing, the way I got treated and shunned from the Jehovah's Witness organization is why I do this. I go after them and I go after these scammers. And if you want to help me, then provide me information. Find that video. Get out of these MLMs. Stop promoting them because you're hoping that you're going to get rich. Because you're not going to get rich. Chavez is not going to get rich. But the organization behind it is going to get rich. And we can see the money being transferred throughout all these wallets. We've even found the wallet that theoretically Chavez has, and at one point there was $200,000 in there. We believe it was Chavez's wallet, so potentially Chavez could have $200,000. We're watching $200,000 a day getting scammed from mum and dad investors, and we get people criticizing us. I don't know if I can find it, but I'll have a wee look just for shits and giggles. But let's go to why didn't you post the translation, the description, the comments, anything? I'm just going to see if I can find the message I got from someone the other day. Okay, so this is a really good one. I'm going to have a wee look at this. This is good. If I can bring this up, this is one of the other reasons that we do these. Hello, I'm about to show you a video that was recorded about 12 months ago with Sergey and Sam Lee. All right, so I'm not going to play that video, but if we go into the description, I get a comment from a guy. Oh, is it there? Yes, it is. And this is the comments this is the reason. Danny, I don't know if you remember me, but you tried to warn me about exiting this Ponzi scheme, and God knows I wish I would have listened. Thank you for warning everyone, brother. Now, that's a really nice reply. And the guy's probably a bit sheepish and a bit upset. So I wrote back and said, that's absolutely awesome that you've come back and given us that comment, because people taunt us about these Ponzi schemes. I've been doing this for years. And they tell us, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand the blockchain. Oh, we do understand the blockchain. We know it very well. Thank you very much. We don't need to be scholars to see this scam. And we're trying to point it out to people, they don't see it. So we don't get people coming back and saying sorry when they realize it's been a scam. We never see them again. This guy has come back and said, don't know if you remember me, but you tried to warn me and I didn't listen. So I said, the best news is you now understand that this is a Ponzi scheme. 60%, in my opinion, of people who I talk to jump into the next Ponzi scheme thinking they can trade their way out of the losses that they had from the previous scam. Just be cautious and feel free to ask me anything about your next venture. So that to me is a victory, and that's what we're sort of doing it for. So I want to interact more with my audience. And I know I'm getting into a bit of a rant today, but boy, some of the, even myself, I go into my videos and I look at the thumbnails, and there's a guy even here, Vivian O'Conaghan. Now, he has started up his own website. He was one of the guys that was heavily promoting Hyperverse, and he's involved with Pinakinak and all that sort of carry on. And I just noticed the other day that he has a flashy website where he's taking money, asking people to invest in different level platforms on his own website. So these guys have now learned all about it. You got Pinakinak, as I just said. I mean, what happened to Whitney Smart? Now, Whitney Smart is basically a business coach, and she used to come in here and advise the community. And one of her famous videos was, no one told you to sell your house. No one told you to put your life savings into this Ponzi scheme. And now you're at the bottom of the cliff asking us to help you. You know, have a reality thing. She was gaslighting people. She was absolutely amazing. I went after that lady. I used to call her the blurry fish, was it the blurry face sucker fish lady? And just listen to the start of this video. I'll get it at the start. Whitney is the most vomit infested bucket of maggot. She worked for the Home Depot Canada. The other exciting thing I did find out was her phone number. I'm calling Canada from New Zealand.
Your call has been forwarded to a voicemail service that has not been initialized by the customer you are calling.
I text her as well. I said, oh my God, I just managed to withdraw from Hyperverse. Withdrawals are working again. I got 20,000. You didn't sign up for a pension fund though, Whitney. This is serious fraud. This is not, I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, I got to stop the troll right there.
Nobody told you to quit your job. Who told you to take out your whole life savings?
Oh, are you stupid, lady? Or do you think the people you're talking to are stupid? Oh, look, she's got puppies. I like puppies. We might have something in common. Oh, that poor horse. Oh, what's that hanging out the bottom of the horse there? That's not.
The recovery plan from the company is they've opened up hibernation.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of fun doing these videos, but that lady was one of the disgusting ones. And, you know, like for me going through memory lane, looking at these, I mean, even these three guys in here, this was at January last year, just before I got, now the guy with the headphones in, he turned on me. He got paid off by Stephen McCullough, and he'd spent £140,000 on this game that promised if he won, he would get paid real gold. And then he turned on me and said I was a scammer. And then we found out he was trying to go to one of the whistleblower companies and get money. And he thought I was trying to intercept that, even because I already knew the whistleblower company and the ladies that he was talking to. It's just absolutely ironic. So he turned on me and then he went after me. It was just incredible. But even though I had alliances with people, this guy that was trying to sue me was paying off. And this guy here, I mean, oh no, I didn't want to click on that. It looks like we'll have to listen to a bit of him. But he was
because of everything that happened throughout the HU, I should say, dropped.
That particular guy was one of the funniest ever. But he was basically, what am I trying to say? He was telling everyone that they should invest in Hypercosmos, and Hypercosmos was guaranteeing that if you sold a package, you would get 50% of the money from selling that package. And then people were getting on the phone with him and going, well, what do you get in the package? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And people go, well, I can't sell this to my... He said, so the only way you could recruit your money was selling a package to somebody for a Ponzi scheme that had no substance, no direction, no nothing. And that was his way of telling people that's their way of getting their money out of Hyperverse. And the 50%, well, that went off to Hyperverse, didn't it? Well, the people behind these scams. It's just ridiculous. Des Amy currently is, he's one of the guys in these videos. He's currently back out there pushing another Ponzi scheme at the moment, claiming that he can help get people's money back, even though he offered to, take people's money. This couple here, the guy, what was his name? Sly and Renette Courtney, the Courtneys, they made 24 million. They brought in $24 million of sales to Hyperverse. The guy reckons he's enjoying his new lifestyle because he's been in prison twice, and now he's promoting a Ponzi scheme and thinks he's doing good for everybody. I mean, Tracy. Now, Tracy is a truck driver. No offense to you, Richard. And he's a truck driver, and he is now basically the behind the scenes. And I've seen him in corporate meetings, and he's often on Boomerang meetings. Now, the guy is a scammer. He keeps quiet and methodical. He's also been to the We Are All Satoshi meetings in Dubai. So he was offering leadership meetings. So it just goes on. And you're sitting here thinking, oh, no, this is different. This is a different entity. These are the same people. Keith Williams and Kalpesh Patel leaked videos that I got given of those two running meetings. The guy that was just talking to me, who's come back with another voice comment.
Hey, Danny, I just tell you what I'm looking for. I think I made it as clear can be. All I need is one video of Kalpesh Patel presenting hyper scam payout program. There were many videos like this. All I need is just one that clearly shows and expressed in words and written on the screen, which I saw in existence, that simply says that you put your money and you get 300% return. That's all I need. That's it. I don't need anything else. I don't care where Ryan Zhu is. That's what I need. That's what I need to submit with my new letter to the Department of Justice that they are waiting for. And I promise them to provide them with the good information that can direct the case exactly where it has to go. So I spent already a lot of time doing this, and all I need is just a link to support what I say. It's a proof. That is the evidence we need. That's it. So if you have it in your videos, that would be great. But if you can refer me to that, that would be even greater, because if it's 1,000 videos, I can just sit and watch every video, man. That's just unrealistic, But if you made those videos, you probably remember at least approximately where would I find them? In the first 100, in the second 100, in the third 100, like where would I go to look for these videos? That's it. That's all I need. I will look, I will go, and I will check. But I can't sit through 1,000 videos, man. My life is just as busy.
Oh, I appreciate that your life's busy, mate. So is mine. Look, I've got all the videos there. You'll actually have to do the hard work yourself. I haven't got the time to go through those videos. I do have the videos. I just haven't got the time like you. I thought that you would have actually done this or found that video. I can't believe that you actually need that video, know that video exists, and don't know how to find that video, to be honest. And I can't actually believe you've actually managed to get a petition together to say that you're going to help everyone and you don't have this information already. Bit surprising. Anyway, all the best, mate. I haven't got time to help you, unfortunately, but if you want the videos, you'll need to actually spend all that time. And I'm sorry that you've got a busy life, but I don't get paid anything for doing this, and I've never invested in anything of these scams, because when I saw these scams, I just knew that they were scams, and I didn't didn't invest any of the money. I'm sorry if you did. Have a good day, mate. I'm too busy to carry on helping you. All the best. I'm sick to death of that guy. But how can a guy put together this scam, put together this site, this petition, and get 1,984 people to sign it, and then come back and tell me he needs a video with Kalpesh Patel promoting 3 times investment? And then I send him the video that you just looked at and said, well, here you go. Any of the videos of Kalpesh Patel promoting it is on my YouTube channel. And he just comes back and goes, no, not that one. You know, I ain't got time to do this. And I have got videos. I've got, I've got videos of Hyper Fund. It just goes on and on. I mean, how hard would it be? James Cox. Who's James Cox? Oh, let's take a phone call live, eh? G'day, how you doing? How can I help you? Hello, how you doing? How can I help you? Are you there? Can you guys hear this?
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? How do I know you?
How you doing?
Good. Are you there?
I called you from the project.
From the project?
Hello.
Can you not hear me?
The project.
I
can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay, well, let's have a conversation because I can hear you. How can I help you?
I say that.
How do I know you, James?
I say I got your contact from the metaverse, the Real Look project.
Okay, and how can I help you?
All right. Actually, I have something I would love to share with you. Although it's a project, and I believe that you are also into crypto projects.
Oh, okay. Sounds exciting. So, what would you like to? So, you want to share me an opportunity? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
And you're hoping that I might want to invest in it? Is that what you mean?
No, I would love you to, come on board on my project, to start earning too, because I believe in one way or the other, we all lost in some projects. Like I lost about $23,000 on the Real project, and I also lost about $43,000 in the Metaverse project. So,
Right.
There is this project called Spiral Capital. I've been with this project for quite long now. I've been with this project for more than a year and 6 months. So,
So you've been involved in the.
Have been, doing good for me.
Okay, so you want to trade your way out of the last disaster that you got involved in? Is that what you're saying? With a new project?
No, I'm saying that I got into this project called Spiral Capital. I've been making massive withdrawals from this project. I've made more than 500K from this project. So
No,
I
no.
felt
What you're telling me is
share this project out with the people.
Oh, look, mate. I'd rather. I don't know if my audience can hear this, but what you're telling me, this phone call that I've just got in front of me at the moment, is that you've lost money in other projects, but now you've found a new project that you've invested in and you've made money on, and you want to share that with me.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. Well, I can tell you now, mate, I'd rather shoot myself in the face than listen to another 3 seconds of your bullshit. You're just a scammer. Did you hear me?
All right, well, I'm just trying to talk to you about.
No, you're not trying to talk to me, mate. You're trying to be a multi-level marketer. You're the bottom feeder of the planet. You are the bottom feeder. You are the bottom feeder of the planet. You're not trying to share it. You're trying to make money for yourself. You're just a liar. Why would you do that?
I'm trying to talk to you about something. You know, you don't just see random people that just give you a call and start calling them a
Mate,
scammer.
you're as stupid as shit. You're dumb. You're just oh, I don't know if you picked up on all that conversation, but that's a typical phone call that the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger gets. You get somebody who's telling me that he's lost money on a platform, and he's already messaged me a few times, and they write to you and go, "What country are you from? How's it going?" And you go, "Great," and then they come back, and before you know it, you've got some idiot trying to sell you another platform. So that was James Cox. And I think that was him. So I'm trying to actually figure out how to get a message to him, because I'm going to share him the live so you can see that we're on. But I mean, where does it stop? I mean, yeah, okay, people, oh, you should be nice to these people. And you go, why? These guys are just disgusting bottom feeders of the world. I mean, next thing, Pinicky Art's going to ring me up and go, oh, look, I understand you lost a lot of money. But I have too, and I found this new scheme that you can invest in. I mean, there's a photo of Ryan Jew and Donald Trump together. That cost him $50,000. It's just ridiculous. Hey, guys, have a look through my channel, but just remember that there's no such opportunity out there where you're going to get rich quick. And if you really want to help me and the Avengers, then start sharpening up. Don't ring me up like that and tell me that you have lost all your money and you found a new opportunity and you want to present that to me. I mean, you're just insulting my intelligence. And talking about intelligence, what are you doing in here, mate? Rob's just popped on stage. G'day, mate. Could you hear that phone call I was having?
Hello?
Hello, is that you? You got a Ponzi scheme?
Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah, bud.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, you mongrel. Don't do that to me. You know what it's like with our sound and our thing. Could you hear that conversation? Or just me?
I missed the conversation. Can you fill me in on what happened?
Oh, well, what happened was James Cox, who has found me on the internet.
Did you just swear?
What?
Did you just swear?
No, I didn't say that. Okay, I'll reframe it. James Small Wee Wee, small pee, has found my number, rings me up in the middle of a live, and tells me that he wants to introduce me to a platform that he's made a lot of money on it, and he's made so much money, more money than a bull can shit. But he wants to take time out of his busy day and give me the opportunity to sign up for the same opportunity that he signed up for, because he's just got nothing else to do with his time to phone people on WhatsApp and Telegram and hope that. But I finished up telling him I'd rather shoot myself in the face than listen to him for another 3 seconds. And he goes, well, if you don't believe me, and I go, no.
I wonder what your viewership would track like if you shot yourself in the face.
I don't know. Well, we did have somebody like Tugman. Remember those videos where the guy was like Tugman? And they did have a guy that blew his head off on screen once, but I don't know if that helped.
I thought that was an advertisement for baby oil.
It could have been. And the other one that was quite funny, what was the other one that was quite funny?
Susie!
Yeah, there's your girlfriend. Susie's
Nah.
yeah. Hey, Susie, so you didn't hear me talking to that guy. I just wondered if my audio system picked up his conversation. But the other conversation that was unusual today, so the guy that's organizing the petition, he wants me. Sorry?
Sergey.
Yeah, so Sergey tells me that he's too busy in life to actually go through all the videos of mine and find a video of Kalpesh Patel claiming that if you sign up for Hyper First or Hyper Fund, that you will get 300% return in your investment. How hard do you think it would be to find a video of Kalpesh Patel claiming that you can get 300% return if you invest in Hyperverse?
Is he saying that he needs somebody to search out somebody in Hyperverse saying 3x?
No, he just needs Kalpesh Patel.
He's Kalpesh Patel.
And I'm going, here's a video with Kalpesh Patel.
Why didn't these guys get off their ass? Hey, Sergey, Why don't you get off your ass and do some research before you stuck your money in?
Exactly what I just told him. In fact, what I just told him, listen to this. Oh, I appreciate that your life's busy, mate. So is mine. Look, I've got all the videos there. You'll actually have to do the hard work yourself. I haven't got the time to go through those videos. I do have the videos. I just haven't got the time like you. I thought that you would have actually done this or found that video. I can't believe that you actually need that video, know that video exists, and don't know how to find that video, to be honest. And I can't actually believe you've actually managed to get a petition together to say that you're going to help everyone and you don't have this information already. Bit surprising. Anyway, all the best, mate. I haven't got time to help you, unfortunately, but if you want the videos, you'll need to actually spend all that time. And I'm sorry that you've got a busy life, but I don't get paid anything for doing this, and I've never invested in anything of these scams, because when I saw these scams, I just knew that they were scams, and I didn't didn't invest any of the money. I'm sorry if you did. Have a good day, mate. I'm too busy to carry on helping you. So what's with these idiots?
Well, hey, come on. Let's be honest. Okay, like if this was our kids, like we're in the lounge, like we're on the rocking chair, smoking a pipe. Our son or daughter comes in and says, "Mommy, Daddy, I've got $10,000 and I'm going to stick it into crypto." Oh, excellent. Have you done your research? Yeah. I thought a really nice presentation and they look really honest and legit, and I trust them with all my life. Now, what would you say to your kid? Because I think that's the level of due diligence that most of these people have done.
Yeah. It's like
that's it.
I mean, what would you say? I mean, seriously, what would I say to my kid? Get out of my bedroom. I'm trying to go to sleep. Go, just get out of it. Grow up. Get a brain. I mean, what is it? This is crypto. No, it's not crypto. Where do you put your money? Or well, the guy said if I jump through this hoop, do that hoop, and I put the money through this window, it's going to go out that window and back into that window, and then I'll get a ticket.
And it's guaranteed.
I'll get a membership.
Now that's one side of the coin, but the other side of the coin is that these people that are actually running these scams and schemes, they're lying to your face.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. And not only are they lying to your face repeatedly, they're lying with a purpose. They're lying with a plan. They are lying because they know what works. They know what works. And every day they're turning up and they're selling this thing. Every day they're taking kickbacks. Every day they're selling, like a package or whatever it is. They know exactly what they're doing. And what do you think these people, once they start to get an inkling that something's going on, what do you think they're doing when they turn up on presentations? Sweet FA.
Who's doing what in the presentations?
Well, the people that are turning up on the presentations. Like at what point? At what point did people in like Hypercosmos, like for example, that was a classic one with that guy Carl. I'm not comfortable selling this to other people. Well, if you don't want your money back.
I know, it's actually I mean that has to be the dumbest video ever, really, isn't it? I mean, that one really is. I mean, do I have to play that?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. But like this is the thing, that a lot of people are really bloody nice. Like that's like, to be fair, a lot of them are really nice, they're really naive, and they probably haven't been around people that are prepared to lie to their face before. Thank God for that. But then when they're encountered with it, they still stay nice. Don't get nice. Don't get nice, because these people that have scammed you are just going to go to like the next mug, and do the same thing over there.
Well, that's what today's show was really all about. Really, was just going through the history and looking at all these scammers. Like if you went and watched a video presentation today of Pinnaky Nark, and then and you see him doing a video presentation 3 years ago, then you're going to say, well, what's the difference between the last Ponzi scheme scam that he was busy in? Because here he is telling you this is the best thing since sliced bread.
Now that there is a brilliant point, Daniel, because a lot of these people are presenting these things as if this is the best thing ever. And if you go and do your due diligence online, you'll see that 6 months or 12 months or 2 years or 3 years before, they were saying exactly the same thing about something else that turned into a Ponzi scheme, collapsed, took everybody's money. But a lot of these people don't care because they get their kickbacks. They get their share.
That's right. Hey, I've got that wee video clip. Let's put that up for the viewers. This is the one Rob was just talking about. This is the dumbest thing, but this is the reality. Have a listen.
Is it possible to get the principal out that I put in, my capital? Or no? So that was just the only way it can be done. So the only way I can get money out is by onboarding new people. You have to, yeah. And I'll tell you what. Where did my money go? Sorry? Where did my money go? Where did my investment go? My principal. It's still in Hyperverse. It will move over to Hypercosmos. Yeah. So I have to onboard people into this new thing, which. Exactly. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable doing that with people, given my experience with Hyperverse. Okay, so you have a choice. Then here's your choice. All the money that's in there, just walk away, forget about it, because you're never going to get it. So I never get the money. You'll never get the money. So the only way you will get it paid is this way. And the reason is taking other people's money and putting them on the line to risk losing all of their money. I'm not going to get into an argue with you in my room here. If you're not happy with it, please leave and then get your information elsewhere. But I'm not here to cause an argument with anybody. I'm here to rely on the information that I know of what's going on. If you're not happy about it, there's nothing I can do. I'm just the messenger. I think you're misunderstanding the question. Is it possible to get the principal out that I put in? No.
Oh, yes, it is Carl. It's the other Carl. This is the last Carl in the last scheme, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, now the really interesting thing here, and this is where, like, hindsight's a wonderful thing, is that Carl there was like a leader, wasn't he? He was a leader, and that guy who was asking the question with a kind of an English accent was one of his downline. And the whole thing is that the only way that you could get any money out of Hyperverse was to get new people into Hypercosmos. But it was a complete dead end for people. It was so obvious that the only reason you were trying to sell Hypercosmos was to get your cut. And if you got enough of those cuts, it would have paid up for the giant cut that Hyperverse gave you. But to Carl's credit, he was the guy that you could see on that video. He came out the next day and defended it, and then he got attacked from all angles, and he repented.
Yep.
He apologized, and he said, "No, hey, look, okay, I got this wrong, and I'm not promoting Hypercosmos anymore." Now, he may have moved on to something else, I don't know, but the thing was...
Susie just said he has. He's back at it, Danny.
Oh, right. Well, just at that time, he repented, and he stopped promoting it. And that was because the community got off their ass and stood up for themselves. Because sitting there and taking it is not leadership. It is not contributing to the greater good. Asking questions, being informed, being knowledgeable, and holding your leaders to account, that's leadership.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just going to bring this guy back that I got kicked off. You might want to listen, but I just want to see if he's going to talk to me. I'm just on another. This won't be a sec. So this guy just offered me, no one heard me talking. Here we go. G'day, James. Danny here again. Can you hear me okay? G'day, mate. You just you rang me and you offered me an opportunity, and I actually didn't know the opportunity, and I just researched it, and it sounds quite good. Can you tell me more about it?
So why are you calling me? What you want to know now?
Well,
so why are you calling me?
Because you rang me a few minutes ago offering me an opportunity of a lifetime.
That's because I think I think you are a racist or something, because you already heard my voice, because I'm black, so you kind of start off freaking out. So I don't understand what you're trying to do. Started calling me a scammer, so I felt like I shouldn't be talking to you anymore.
Fair enough.
I don't beg people to get in projects because I know I've made massive money from this project. I've made over 500K from this project, and I also
How much have you made,
money
mate?
in crypto. So I felt like
How much have you made?
I've made more than 500. I've made more than 500K from this project. With
$500?
I have a team of investors.
Did you?
500K.
500K, man, that's amazing. So why are you trying to ring up and recruit other people if you've made $500,000?
On this project, the way I read that certain amount from this project, because we have what they call team investment. I and my team, go on offers in this project.
Oh, yeah. Can I ask you a question, mate? So
these projects go on.
Can I just ask you? You just told me you've made $500,000 from this project, and I'm asking you, why are you ringing up other people?
That's not only me. Precisely, that's not only me.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Thank you. So you've made $500,000 from this project. Wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Why are you ringing up and trying to recruit others after making all that money?
This is where you are getting it all wrong. I'm not telling you that I'm trying to convince you to, get into what you don't know. Or I'm not saying I'm trying to convince you to offer a project to you. I'm trying to give out this project to people because I believe most people out there already lost much in crypto. And I believe that this is the best way to recover all your losses, because at first, I went bankrupt. I thought I had lost it all, but thanks to this opportunity, because I and my team, can come out together, put up like 100K offer, we split the money.
So what platforms do you think of?
Everyone
hold it, mate. Can you wait a minute? What platform did you lose money on? Because I have never lost any money on any platform, but have you lost money in the past?
All right. I have lost money.
On what platforms?
I have about $43,000 sitting in my Metaverse account. I can't even get that out. I can't even make my withdrawals. I also lost in video projects.
Video.
And I believe family have already made away with our money.
I don't believe he's got the money, mate. So let me get this right. You believe that myself, as the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, have lost money in these platforms, and you've rung me up telling me that you have made $500,000 on this platform that you're encouraging me to invest in, and you want me to listen to you and trust you and invest in the platform so I can also make $500,000.
Look, man, like I said, when I saw that is you calling me again, I did not want to pick your call, because I believe, you just see people out there. You don't even know who you are talking to, you just cook something up and start calling me a scammer.
So is your name James Cox?
I'm trying to say, I'm not forcing you to.
No, that's okay, mate. But I mean, if you've made $500,000, can you prove that?
Yeah, I can prove it.
How would you go about proving you've made $500,000? And what's the name of the opportunity?
So let me tell you something. From this project, this is the way we make such huge amounts on this project. We have what they call investment strategy. So me and my team, most times, we wait on offers that come around this project. We don't just go and do, we can just say, there is this oncoming offer, maybe.
Well, send me through the information, mate, because send me through you're a bit quiet on the phone, but send me through the information if you like. And I'd love to hear it. Just give me the links and everything. And if you can prove that you've made $500,000 in this project, can you please tell me when you first got involved, and also how long it took you to make $500,000? Because I'd love to know more about it.
All right. I've been with this project. Let me.
Oh no, just send me a link.
I've been with this project.
Yep.
For a year, 6 months.
6 months. You've made $500,000 in 6 months from this project.
I said I've been in this project for a year and 6 months, not 6 months.
Oh, so a year and a half. You've made $500,000.
I'm not a newbie from this project. It's not that I alone has made 500. I said I and my team has made worth of $500K from this project because we split money and go for huge investments that comes in this project.
Right.
And
yeah. Well, it's
join my team. Maybe.
From
maybe
my
huge
experience,
offer can
mate.
come on.
Excuse me.
We
If
go
I
on
could
100,
just
so we
have a
split
word
the
in
money
there.
into
I can't
25,
actually hear you. Excuse me. If you could actually prove that you've made $500,000 from this project, I'd be interested to know how you can prove that. But I'd love to know how you've done that. So that sounds awesome. I've got to go now, but thank you very much for your time.
All right.
And I look forward to, you're going to send me some information?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some information.
Good stuff, mate. You're the man.
Proofs. Yeah.
Thank you very much for helping the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger find money. And you could probably help me finance my YouTube channel from what you're about to share with me. And I really value that.
All right.
See you, mate. I mean, for God's sake, Rob, I mean, I've got to go to work in the next 2 minutes, but...
Danny, gift horse, mouth, looking. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, mate, this guy's going to change your life.
Well, I can't understand why there's not more people trying to help me.
Well, you only need one guy, and there he was. I was really impressed at how polite you were, and I can't wait to hear what this opportunity is.
Well, he's going to show me how he's made $500,000 in a year and a half. And also, he's already lost money on VideoLook, and VideoLook wasn't around a year and a half ago. So in between him making $500,000, he was involved in VideoLook and lost money on VideoLook.
Mate, gift horse, look, mouth, don't.
Oh, mate. Hey, I've got to go to work, mate. I've got to go.
What are you talking about, work? Stay near inbox. You've got the life-changing email of a lifetime about to land in there and go ding ding.
I'm turning out my lights, Rob. I'm going to work. I don't trust this shit, but it's just ridiculous that these people think that you buy this. Ring up the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and offer him an opportunity of a lifetime and see if he bites.
Yeah, mate. Look, I'm in.
Right. Got to go, Rob. Love you like a brother from another lover.
Oh,
hey, thanks
mate, I tell you what.
If you want to get more insight, go to Rob's channel. I'm going to put his link in there. He's going to go live and carry on his conversation about how this guy's going to change my life. Is that right, Rob?
No, I'm not. I'm going to get my breakfast. And then I'm going to work out how I'm going to spend my $500,000 that I'm going to make in the next 18 months. And look, I'm not going to go on bloody YouTube, because there's a lot of dream stealers on there. There's a lot of negative people who are spreading.
I got to go to work, Rob. I want to be late for work. I got to go to work.
Yeah, I think you're pulling the wrong string, Danny.
I'm going to ring you on the way to work.
I love you, mate. All right, don't miss out on this.
Love you too, brother. Stay safe out there. Seal Street Blues.
Yeah, baby. Bye, Susie.
See you, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you in the next